Okay, guys. I know some of you might have been waiting for this. We're going to start this off pretty quickly. We're going to get into the Pocky One Chip Challenge, and we're going to try to answer some questions as we go along here. I'm getting a little bit nervous just because I'm not good with spicy things. I know Zay's history of spicy things is a little unique here.
Yeah.
Zay, how are you feeling before we get into this? And guys, by the way, leave some questions down in the chat so and we can answer them while our mouths are on fire. It's super exciting to see you guys. Felicia, good to see you here. We see your comments all the time. They're great. Thank you so much. Kimberly, thank you. Glad to see you here. Jason, familiar with you as well. Thanks for coming. Yeah, Patricia.
Yeah, huge shout out to you, Patricia. Thank you so much. It looks like Cam's Wi-Fi got a little choppy for a second. I'm sure it will come right back though, unless it's on my end.
Patricia, thank you.
Guess you boy. Yeah, JG, shout out to you. Thank you.
Oh,
there he is. He's back.
I'm back. I don't know what just happened there.
Pixelated. Don't worry.
Okay.
I was still talking.
Took it away for me. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got the Wi-Fi acting a little bit up right now. Thank you, JG.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh my fucking shit. Whoa. Robert Haley. Robert.
Wow.
Congrats on taking $100, Robert. You did not have to do that. Oh my gosh. We'll get to your question. Thank you so much. We'll get to your question soon. Haley, that's my sister. Thank you, Haley. We got a lot of people in the chat here congratulating us. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, go ahead and leave some questions. Charlie from the Atomic Age, we did a collaboration with him on Dr. Strangelove. Go check his channel out. He does really cool content, nuclear engineer. Yeah, guys, a lot of congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
It kind of blows our mind that we got to this point. I'm just Robert. You now you got me all like up and
flustered. What are you flustered?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's been a crazy journey in this 1 year, and Cam and I talk about it all the time. Just the idea of having 10,000 people even being interested in seeing our faces more than once and watching videos that we're reacting to, watching along with us. It's honestly unreal, and we're super happy that we're doing it. We love it, and we're going to keep this going as long as we can. So we appreciate all the love and support and everything, for real.
Yeah, and I definitely want to take take some time to just kind of thank everybody so much for understanding certain situations. Zay works 2 jobs. I'm finishing my college degree, and there have been times where I've gotten sick or something's come up for Isaiah, or I've got exams or something like that. And everybody has been just extremely understanding as to why a video might be delayed or anything like that. And that's, I think we don't want to run into issues like that, but I think that's like the number one thing, if anything, that I'm grateful for you guys is just the fact that you're so understanding of when things come up. And I just want to specifically thank you guys for that, because we're still working our way through this whole YouTube situation, and we definitely want to keep going. So you guys being so understanding, it's just extremely appreciated.
100%. Couldn't have said better myself. You look like you're nervous.
I am. Let's get a few more questions in the chat here. I know we've got some lined up, but we want to try to have quite a bit so that when our mouths are burning, we kind of have something to deliver to you guys, because I know that we're going to be pretty occupied with trying to not die, but we don't want to make the whole stream just us trying not to die. So we want to try to do more than that. Yeah, and we're going to get to a lot of these comments as well, even if they might not be questions. We're going to try to scroll through here and get through them. But with that being said, I guess.
I forgot to grab my ice cream and milk or whatever I have. So let me grab. I'm running to grab it real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm going to open up my box here. This is the Pocky One Chip Challenge. I know I said Hot Chip Challenge. I didn't really get that at first, but One Chip Challenge. This is 2022 because there isn't a 2023 yet. I've got gloves. Mominator. I don't know if Isaiah has gloves, but I'm trying to play it safe here. So This apparently is going to turn our mouths blue. It's going to turn our tongues blue. I've seen other people do it, and they've not done very well. We're going to try to do our best to stay in our seats. I'm worried that I might get up and I've got a bucket here if I've got to puke. So gross warning. I'll try to do it off the camera if I have to, but hopefully I don't have to. I've got milk here, which Isaiah is going to grab. I've got ice cream as well. I think we're going to try to go as long as we can without having to, consume that. But I can't make any promises. I don't know how long we're going to last, guys. Okay, I can hear Isaiah in the background. He's on his way.
I'm here.
I'm
here, and I have what is this? It's unsweetened almond milk.
No, I got whole milk. I never drink whole milk, but I got whole milk this time. I'm like,
I got nothing. My house is a prison.
Okay.
Oh,
so it comes in this box here, and this is the bag it comes in. It's one chip. We got to eat the whole thing. I guess we're gonna have to swallow it too. Oh my gosh.
I'm panicking. I'm nervous. My hands are shaking. I'm nervous.
Yeah, but we just got to do it. We just got to do it,
We don't, but we are.
I was lactose intolerant when I was a kid. Apparently, I'm not anymore. I might have grown out of it, but I think that it's a good. Even if I do have it, it's a good trade-off.
Are you ready to open it?
Yeah, let's take a look at the chip. Okay.
It smells like
smelling it.
It smells like death. It smells just
like
capsaicin and just misery. Oh, my chip broke.
Oh, wow.
I guess mine's the 2-chip challenge.
Okay.
I have a.
It's black. This looks like it's moldy and black and green and disgusting.
The whole thing?
Yeah, that's the challenge, right?
But the whole thing?
Hey, are you ready?
No, I'm not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. We just gonna go for it.
Smokey, back up. You do not want.
Don't eat the chip.
Yeah.
Do not eat the chip, Smokey.
Smokey, up. Okay. Nope. Over there. Okay. Smokey, go over here. No. Hey.
Cameron's dog is malfunctioning.
I cannot let him eat this chip. Okay. Are you ready? Let's eat it before he tries to eat it. Okay.
All right.
He's messing with my light now.
Oh my god.
Okay. 3,
2,
1. Okay.
Oh, don't swallow it. Don't
I already did.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Oh. Okay.
No.
Oh.
It was a bad idea.
Oh.
It was a bad idea. Why? Cameron, why? Oh, he's why? Happy 10K. Happy 10K.
All right, we gotta answer questions.
Oh my god!
Can you pull up the question?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's hot as shit. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
I can't feel my fucking. Hold on, guys.
We're trying. I'm trying hard. How do you make it stop?
My ears, bro. My ears.
Huh?
Okay. Okay.
Let's soothe it for 1 second.
Okay. Questions. We're gonna go to Rob first.
Yeah.
Rob, thank you.
Rob,
$100. I can't believe you, man.
my favorite reaction?
Look back over the last week. What's your favorite reaction? I have an answer for that. Zay, you have an answer for that?
Airplane, I think.
That's your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why is it your favorite? Come on, give it an answer.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, you think it was funny? My favorite.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite reaction was it wasn't my favorite movie. It wasn't my favorite movie, but my favorite reaction was our misery.
Oh yeah, that was a great one. That was a great one.
I think we had really good energy in that video. Okay, next question. Thank you, Rob. Oh. Jeez, this is no joke.
Yeah, you tell me.
Next question. Mr. Deadsu. Tim, how do you make it through life with such a sensitive gag reflex? Good question. As you can tell, I don't. I do have a sensitive gag reflex. I just try to not think about it. But when we're doing reactions and stuff, I literally can't not look away, really. Like, we're watching a movie, so like I have to let it sink in my head, and it sucks.
Yeah, you gotta give me a second.
That was for me, anyways. Next question.
Okay.
Oh
my.
Here's a question mark. Cam.
Yeah.
You come so close to puking with a couple of movies. Oh, have any really made you throw up though? That's a good question. While I have a pretty decent gag reflex, Zay, what are you doing?
I had to go above my nose. I'm crying. I'm dying.
I actually can, ironically, prevent myself from throwing up.
How do you do that?
Huh?
How do you prepare yourself for throwing up?
I try to close my throat. But yes, there's a movie when I was younger that it makes no sense as to why I would throw up, but I was watching the movie Rebound and I just puked everywhere. There was something about a scene in the movie, I think, and I was just puking.
What was the scene?
I don't remember, basketball or something. And I just threw up. Okay, next question. What is the plan for the next movie review? Zay, do you want to tell them what's coming up next? I showed you the intro for it.
Hold on, I'm thinking. Is it the one that we just did? Like newer movie?
It was like the first one we did when we got back from vacation.
Avatar 2?
Yeah. Avatar.
Oh, that was
Way of Water. That's going to be the next reaction that
movie.
comes up. I just have to kind of review the edit, make sure everything's good. And hopefully we can get that up like real soon, like tomorrow or the next day.
It's a great reaction.
Yeah, it was a really fun time. That movie was, well, you're gonna have to watch it to see what we think about it. Okay. Jason, we aren't going anywhere in life. We aren't going, life happens. We understand. Thank you, Jason.
We appreciate that.
We understand. Thank you. Thank you so much for Twin. Yep. Thank you, Bob. Really love seeing your comments. Jaws. Have you watched Firefly?
I'm not.
I've not seen Firefly.
Never even heard of it, actually.
I've heard of it. Hold on, guys.
Is it a new movie or
my snot? It's a show, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I have not seen Firefly. I think it got canceled, but I've heard really great things about the show. So that's definitely something we can consider. Possibly a Patreon exclusive. Oh gosh.
Let me get myself
my
back
gosh,
together.
you guys need to
Oh my
chill.
god. Yeah, you guys gotta chill.
Please.
What is happening?
Matching Robert Haley, let's help out these boys. Thank you, Steven Kosoff. That is my
We
father.
really
super supportive father. Very grateful for all the help he's given me throughout life. Big shout out to Steven, my father. Yeah, thank you so much, Dad. That really does mean a lot.
leave my eyes alone.
JG. Let me pull up their comments real quick. Just so we'll go back to where we were at. Okay, yeah. Shout out to my dad, guys. I can't believe it. Thank you so much, Dad. You really
wow,
didn't do
guys.
that. JG, you all deserve this for eating that chip and thinking you could talk through it. The comedy is absolutely worth it. Thank you, JG. Thank you so much for $100. You guys really don't need to do that. That's so much money. Oh my shit. JG, you've been around for a while. Don't think we don't know you. I see your comments, love your comments. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel. And the $100 is unbelievable. JG,
Seriously.
unbelievable. The comedy is absolutely. I hope you guys are getting some enjoyment out of it because it's just torture.
That was. I mean, it's subsiding now. Like it's
going away, but I still have to like breathe. You know, like and like
it's like a dog.
To breathe. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the fact that we thought we could talk through it. We gravely overestimated our ability.
Yeah, underestimated it. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's go back to the questions. Firefly was the last question. Next question. Well, there's this. You should do the reaction video of the movies It and It Chapter 2 someday. I believe I've seen It. I think I might have seen Chapter 2. I don't know for sure. Zay, have you seen
I've seen both.
Okay, so maybe not
I enjoyed them,
but we love doing horror movies because they perform really well on the channel and everybody loves to watch our reactions to them. Just for me, they're like terrifying. I don't like things that make me feel bad, like spicy chips and horror movies, but we'll do it for you guys, as you can see today. Patricia, Grant, thank you for coming. How long have you guys been friends? Since we were like 10. So
yeah, I would say about 10. Yeah, since we were like 10.
Almost 15 years now. It'll be 15 years in a couple months. We met each other at a summer camp where I came up to him and I asked him, if he wanted to go see a movie. And he was all down for it. And we pretty much became friends at that point. Oh, fuck. Come on, guys, please stop.
With the donations, jeez.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm kind of reserved. So, oh my God, guys, what's happening? What is happening?
Guys, you guys need to relax, like chill. Eileen Raposa with $100. That's my dad's wife. Eileen, what the fuck? What the fuck? Stop. You guys helped me out enough already. Don't start just putting money into this and what we got going. I mean, thank you. Thank
you guys so much, but geez. I remember Cam coming up to me and I'm very reserved, kind of reserved. Like I engage with people if they engage with me. So Cam was like, it was like the perfect catalyst. Cameron's outgoing and wants to engage with people. And I'm like, I'm willing to, if someone comes up to me. And so, yeah, we saw a movie. Do you know what movie we saw? I can't remember.
Oh gosh, no, I don't.
It was so long ago.
Something in 2008. So I have no idea what it would have been.
we went, saw a movie, and then, we started hanging out at summer camp every day, and eventually started hanging out outside of summer camp, and voila.
And
now
here we are.
Yes.
TLS Screwjob, thank you so much. 1 out of 2. I've seen you around as well in the comments, so you're very, very noticed. I do my best to try to read every comment. Sometimes on series and stuff where we haven't seen the later episodes, a little bit harder unless we have a moderator, because I don't want to get spoiled or anything. I know Zay looks at the comments as well, but there might be some that we miss and some that we don't miss. But when it comes to people, I feel like I recognize a lot of you guys. So TLS Screwjob says, congrats on 10K, guys. An interesting thing I noticed in your Plane, Trains, and Automobiles reaction was how against Del you were, but other reactors in the 30s and 40s were for Del and not Neil. I think the idea is I can explain. Oh well, it's 1 out of 2. So let's read the second.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that's a generational thing or more of a life experience thing? That's a good question, Screwjob. I'll tell you my opinion. I think that while it could be generational, I think for me it's more of a life experience thing. Now we came around, spoiler alert, we came around to Del later on into the movie. We came around to Del later on into the movie. Our hearts opened up to him. But I personally have had interactions with some people that I was just not in the mood. And maybe that makes me a little bit like Neil. Maybe it makes me a little bit like an asshole. There have been times where I've been the Del. Don't get me wrong. I've been annoying other people for sure. But I think the idea was we got on board with Neil immediately. So we started to feel Neil's pain, his suffering. And at that point, anything that was bothering Neil was bothering me. And I'm guessing Zay too, unless Zay, do you have a different answer for that?
No, I would say it's about the same. It's just like Del was he was the perfect storm for Neil that just rolled in. And if you ever had a real life interaction with someone like that, like Cancer, you just feel the pain that Neil had. You're just like, oh my, like it just never stops. It just never stops. But we came around towards, spoiler again, we came around towards the end. For sure. He got a spot in my heart.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Screwjob. Julia. This doesn't even feel real right now.
This is not okay.
This is unbelievable to me right now. I'm like, fuck, like, geez, guys, like,
all right,
like just your nice comments are enough. Like,
this is
is
more than enough. Just
Julia,
the questions and interaction.
But Julia, let's read what you got here. Thank you so much, Julia. It really means a lot. Well, we got to keep it going. You don't really have to keep it going, guys. I'm gonna have a heart attack from stress. Okay, well, not like I'm not. This is not. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm stressed out that this is happening. I'm just I'm overwhelmed. I guess is a better word. Okay. Congratulations, boys. Much love from Canada. Shout out to Canada. Canada's super dope. Any plans for more horror films in the future? I would love to see you do some A24 films like Hereditary or The Lighthouse. All right, so
I've suggested Hereditary.
Zay wants to do Hereditary very, very badly. And definitely something that I think we will get to at some point. I love A24 films. I've seen The Lighthouse before. And I think
I know the story of The Lighthouse movie.
With Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I think I've actually seen it. I think I watched it in my film class in college.
I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was really good. Hereditary, we both haven't seen. We'll probably get into it. Fun fact, Julia, because you donated so much money, we'll tell you a little bit of a secret. There is a reaction that we did with the same director of Hereditary, but it never made it to Patreon and it never made it to YouTube because
it never will.
No, it's gone now. But it blew our minds when we trying to make more eye contact with you guys because I'm looking at Isaiah because it's I like to talk to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did a reaction to the movie Midsommar, and that reaction got just as weird as that movie got. Zay was, I think, half asleep by the end of it, with his girlfriend was on his lap, and I was just confused. I didn't know what to say anymore. I didn't know what was happening.
What baffled us is because we were looking at lists hey, what are some good movies that people suggest? Yo, Midsommar is on every horror movie list. It's so scary. I'm like, where? It was a very interesting reaction.
Yeah, it was definitely a slow burn, and it was definitely more creepy than than scary, but the end, like towards the second half of the reaction, everything just spiraled out of control, and we're like, we can't give our viewers this. So we actually
it was a long watch.
Yeah, we did not post that, but yeah, thank you, Julia, so much. It really does mean a lot. We got another one from Maud Mary, a $9.99. Thank you so much, Maud Mary. It's really appreciated. You know, again, we're answering questions, super chats, no super chats. Obviously, we're going to prioritize super chats first, just because these guys are giving their hard-earned money. So we're going to acknowledge those first, but if we can, we're still going to get to questions that are not the super chats, because, you know, we're not making you guys pay or anything like that. But with that being said, Maud Mary says, remember to watch more movies with Peter Sellers. You loved him in Kubrick film, and I would recommend Lolita and Being There. You guys are the best. Big fan. Thank you so much, Maud Mary. Really appreciate it. It really does mean a lot. Yeah, Peter Sellers. I got hooked on Peter Sellers instantly.
Yeah, big time.
I didn't even know when we were watching Doctor Strangelove that he played all three characters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but absolutely loved him in Pink Panther, and we're definitely excited to do more Pink Panther movies. I know nothing about Lolita or Being There, but I know that Lolita was suggested a lot, I think, under the Pink Panther reaction. So that is something, that is something that we can get into at some point. All right, let's go back to the non-super chat questions before anybody tries to like throw a wrench in our plans. Okay.
Yeah. Where were we?
Let's go to, I know we had Firefly. So let's go to Firefly. Okay. There's a lot of questions here. Okay. Yeah, we did the Have You Been Friends? And all right, what's your follower goal for the next year? So that's a good question. So we kind of have a goal for this year, and then we kind of have a goal for like 1 year. So next April, pretty much. Mm-hmm. We're not sure which one we want to kind of like announce in our videos and like kind of go for, but I think if we can hit 20K by the end of this year, that would be absolutely amazing. Insane. We're going to have to actually drop battery acid in our mouth or something if we do that.
We're running out of ideas here.
But worst case, I think we want to get 25K by April, 1 year from now. Yeah. If we did 10K in our first year, if we do 15K in our second year, it would be amazing, absolutely amazing. And you know, some reactions just pop off, others don't. Friday performed amazing.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
Friday did insane.
I thought we got another super chat for a second, but another $100, but we didn't because one of the super chats like moved out the way.
Just scared me.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy. Yeah. So thank you, Rob. Yeah, that's our plan. 25K in 1 year from now. Total would be excellent. Zay, do you have any thoughts about the goal or anything like that?
Yeah, I think 20K by the end of the year is 100% doable. We're finally locking back in. We're planning locking back in with like a solid schedule of, because it's been wacky with the vacation and everything, and Cam with school and exams. So it kind of threw us for a loop with getting reactions done. But we're trying to lock back in, start pumping out content. And I think that once we start doing that, we'll really get the ball rolling for sure. So I think 20K. 25K by next April, 20K. I think they're both very doable. So
yeah, and we do have some plans to like really upgrade our Patreon. Like for example, nothing has been posted yet, but we have already started recording Breaking Bad reactions. We want to kind of give Patreon early access. Then by early access, we mean we want to get Patreon like 3 seasons ahead or something like that before we start releasing them to YouTube. Definitely help out our Patreon members a little bit more. We want to put more polls on Patreon and kind of we've updated how we've done the full length reactions a little bit. So we are working on our Patreon side of things as well, making that better because we do kind of want to set a Patreon goal at some point. We don't have one just yet. We're just letting people come and do their thing. And yeah, but that's something to be interested in. Cezo says, hello, my mother is asking if either of you have watched The Walking Dead and if you two are willing to react to the show. Zay, have you seen The Walking Dead?
I have not seen The Walking Dead.
Okay, I've actually seen most of The Walking Dead. I stopped watching, I can't say when, but I stopped watching like 2 or 3 seasons before the end of the show. If it is even ended now, I don't actually know for sure.
I thought it were coming towards an end. I thought I heard people saying it was coming to an end, but maybe not.
Okay. Yeah. So I've seen it, but of course, as you know, with our Game of Thrones reactions, and even with our Breaking Bad reactions that will be coming out soon, at least Patreon. Those are both shows that I've seen and Zay hasn't. So we are completely open to doing The Walking Dead at some point, as long as Zay hasn't seen it. So yeah, okay. Next on the list, Mark Lester. You guys plan on watching any of the classics of films? Psycho, The Godfather, Shawshank. Okay, we've gotten Psycho and Shawshank suggested a lot. I have seen Psycho, unfortunately, in the American education system. I'm pretty sure they show that to every kid now growing up, or at least I saw it in film.
I saw it
in like English class or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. And then Shawshank, I've seen Shawshank as well. Brilliant movie. I absolutely love that movie.
I've never seen Shawshank.
Okay, then we'll definitely do Shawshank at some point.
Yeah.
For Isaiah. The Godfather. Here's the thing with The Godfather. I have not seen The Godfather. Here's the thing. The Godfather and maybe the sequels, I don't know. They played them growing up when I was going through school, but I always slept during them. So I might have woken up and seen some scenes, but I am aware of some pretty big events that happened in the trilogy. So we kind of are like holding off a little bit on that because I know like some people might not really care about a reaction if I know, if a certain person dies or something like that. And, people might think it ruins the reaction or something, but it's definitely, since it's not something like I've seen in its entirety, definitely something we're interested in, but it's kind of on the back burner for now. Zay, what about you with The Godfather?
Yeah, I haven't seen The Godfather. I know they did show in our English class, but I honestly couldn't tell you a damn thing about what happens in that movie, and it's not because it's not a good film.
Have you seen the sequels?
No, so I have only seen the first one because that's what they showed in class. I never watched anything after that. But I've heard amazing things about them. So even though it's on the back,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, even though it's on the back burner, it's definitely something I'm interested in as well to eventually maybe look into for reaction.
Yeah, for sure. I've heard that the second Godfather is the best movie in cinema history. Obviously, that's subjective, but I've heard that actually a lot. I've heard it a lot,
really, not
just from like one or two people.
Well,
okay. Mr. Dead Stew says, "What are your favorite genres personally?" That's a good question. Zay, you want to answer that one first? What are your favorite genres? Maybe like one or two.
I'm surprisingly, I'm a big fan of horror, even though I will cower underneath my blanket like a little child as I'm watching these movies and get anxious. But I do like horror films. I always have enjoyed them. And I would say maybe like thrillers. I've always found some enjoyment like thriller type of movies as well. So I'd say those two, like psychological thrillers, stuff like that. They're probably two of my top genres.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for comedies, and I'm a big sucker for like the Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, like those types of comedies. I love those. And I have had an absolute blast with all the comedies that we've been reacting to as well. And then probably like really big epics. I don't know if that counts as a genre, but like, I don't know if you could like Avatar and like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I see see that style.
Epic pieces, like the Avengers movie, stuff like that. I'm a really big fan of as well. Okay. Yeah. All right. Next question. Have y'all seen the movie Volcano before? Fun fact, we haven't, but I'm pretty sure it just played in my mouth in the last 15 minutes. So, maybe we can't react. No, yeah, I've not seen the movie before. I know nothing about it. Zay, what about you?
No, Volcano. I've never heard of that movie actually. So maybe something we can look into.
Yeah. Okay. Julia, with your gag reflex. Yeah, I made it through though. I definitely almost puked though. I almost puked right at the beginning.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't puke. I almost.
Oh, so it was just me on that boat.
Oh, you puked, huh?
Oh yeah, are you kidding? Yeah.
Oh, great. So I'm still gonna feel it on the way out. You got rid of it quick, huh? So
I think I was still hungover a little bit, and so I'm cured now. I have no hangover anymore. I actually think my third eye opened. I don't know what I just went through. Like I went through. Like, good Lord, I had the red lights on and everything.
I just touched my eyes, but I remembered I wore gloves. So, one big bite or small bites. As you can tell, we just went through it, Charlie.
Terrible idea.
So Cam loses when the chip hits the bucket. The chip didn't hit the bucket for me. It did for Zay though. All right. Kelly says, congrats you both. Thank you, Kelly. I've
you.
seen you in the comments too. It really means a lot. Love your comments. All right. Here we go. No cosplay today? You could have Rocky Horror it up. Today is Rocky Muscle Guy and Cam is Dr. Frankenfurter. Yeah. Man, that Rocky reaction. That might be my second favorite reaction that we have is our Rocky Horror Picture Show reaction, because it might not have been the biggest one, but we had a lot of fun doing that. At least I had a lot of fun doing that.
I live at home, so I had to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and vacuum up rice and confetti. I still have rice and confetti in my PC. I've been trying to clean out for months. All I kept thinking was, if my parents happen to come down in this room and they see me doing what I'm doing, they're going to have a lot of questions. Or if they saw the YouTube reaction, they haven't yet. But when they do.
Yeah, we had, if you guys don't know, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, we participated in the events. We hadn't seen it before. But we had a moderator help us, let us know exactly what to do in certain moments. So we've had rice going everywhere. We had water being poured on us and lighter and confetti and all kinds of stuff. So if you haven't seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show reaction and you want to see us, dressed up, doing a bunch of fun stuff, you can check that out under our movies playlist. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Next, let's go to. Thank you, Bob. Good luck. We're counting on you. Good airplane reference right there. All right. Mr. Dead Stew again. What has been the biggest surprise movie so far to react to? Zay, why don't you answer that in your opinion, and then I'll answer it in mine, because I interpret that in two different ways. So.
How do you interpret it? I'm curious.
I interpret it in one way is like, what's the biggest surprise movie so far that you reacted to? Like maybe something that like you didn't think or know that you would enjoy so much and you did, or surprise movie that you reacted to that like did way better than you ever expected to do.
I honestly, I would say Airplane probably for both of those iterations. I thought Airplane would be funny, but I didn't think it was going to be that funny. And then we also put up Airplane and we were like, it's a good reaction. And it's our top viewed video on our channel. So it did leagues above what I expected and was hilarious. So that would be my answer for both iterations.
Yeah, for me, obviously, I think Airplane, we didn't expect Airplane to blow up as much as it did. Fun fact for Airplane, we were like, oh gosh, we don't have that much time tonight because we got a lot going on, but we want to get a movie in, we want to get it, get it up and everything. And we're like, oh, what do we do? And we had like 3 different movies. I think we were going to go, I think our first movie was between, I think My Cousin Vinny, before we had watched My Cousin Vinny, is My Cousin Vinny, Coco. And then we decided those movies were probably a little bit too long. Let's just do Airplane. It's 90 minutes long. We can get through it. We weren't even thinking of anything of it. It was like a C-list plan. And we ended up doing it, and it blew up so much. When it comes to the biggest surprise movie, I think, ironically, because we just talked about Airplane, I think Blazing Saddles, without saying what happens at the end, when that happened, when the ending of Blazing Saddles occurred, I was so mind fucked, for a lack of a better term, that I think in terms of like, maybe it wasn't the biggest like surprise movie. Like I didn't think it was going to be like all this good or whatever, but it was I think it might be the most I've been like completely mind blown in one of our reactions. Potentially is the Blazing Saddles. I have to think about that for a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty decent answers, I think. All right, let's go down. Joseph says, congratulations. I'm gonna take a celebratory shot. There you go, Joseph. Hopefully you got that down easier than we got the chip down. But yeah, okay. Let's see what's next. All right, Joseph. Okay, y'all are crazy, but what was your favorite comedy reaction so far? Zay, for you, would it be Airplane?
Yeah, I would say so. Blazing Saddles was pretty good too, but Airplane is just top tier, man. I had so much fun with that.
I think I would be remiss. I might have to blow my nose because of the all this stuff coming up.
Still leaking.
Yeah, hold on. I think I would be remiss if I'm using that word correctly if I didn't say the Pink Panther, because
Okay.
I laughed the hardest in that reaction, in
Oh,
that
you did.
moment with the,
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
All we'll say is with the tiger, I laughed so hard during that scene that it was the hardest I've ever laughed in a reaction. It might be one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my fucking entire life, but it might not have been my favorite comedy movie through and through.
Mhm.
I think Young Frankenstein
Oh, okay.
is up there. Young Frankenstein, My Cousin Vinny, those are definitely up there. I really enjoyed those movies for comedies. Okay, next on the list, Adrian says, "Why did you guys think this was a good idea?" Well, we've been talking about it, the whole chip thing for the whole entire day today. We're like, this is a horrible idea. Let's just not do it. We really did. We really were about to like not do that. Oh gosh. Oh god.
I got really excited for it. I was like, this is gonna be fun. I was like gaslighting Cameron. He's like, there's no fun in this. And I'm like, it'll be great. And then it came down to about 10 minutes before we're on the phone. And I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, we'll show you. Let me show you. Let me see if I can show you some of the text here.
Was it a good idea? Absolutely not. Would I do it again? You're insane if you think I ever would say yes. In fact, we almost did this a different time where we had talked about it, but
I said, bro, we gonna die tonight. No cap. He said, LMAO, we got this. Like, those are just words. The chip is real. He goes, it'll build character. I'm like, yeah, the character's name known as the Human Torch. And then I'm like, I'm not making jokes here. Remember this conversation as your mouth is relentlessly burning and all you want is the sweet release of death. And he says it's going to be fun. So yeah, this was kind of our conversations all day today. We were kind of getting nervous.
I thought about that conversation while I was eating that chip, and I realized you were correct.
Yeah. That was brutal. Okay, let's. Oh my goodness gracious, Adrian, or is it Adrian? Alexander with a $50 super chat.
Thank you.
Oh, my gosh. Brian says, Pocky One Chip Challenge, so you're not doing it. We just did it, my friend. If you rewind to the beginning of the video, you'll see.
It.
All right. Alexander says, congrats. First of all, thank you so much, Alexander.
It's unreal, guys.
It's unreal. I mean, we're going through the questions.
You guys even subscribing, being here, and watching the videos is more than enough support in the first place. So yeah.
Unbelievable. But Alexander says, congrats. Would you consider doing sponsored requests for movies from your patrons? We talked about this. We would make a Patreon tier, but we would only limit it because we can't have, Patreon. We can't have that the sponsors pick every single movie we do. So we would probably limit it to like maybe 2 or 3 people, and I don't know, make it, high or something like that. And then those 2 or 3 people can pick one movie a month each, and we'll like 100% do it. Maybe something like that. We don't know if we're going to do it just yet. But we've definitely talked about it, but that's definitely something that is not completely thrown out of the picture yet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alexander. I just, it really does mean a lot. Mom Mary says, hit the like. That's right. If you enjoy what you're watching, hit that like button down below. It really does mean a lot. It's great feedback. Let's get back into the questions. Okay. Sorry guys. I was watching, I've already seen The Mask, so I was watching somebody else react to The Mask, and now I feel like Jim Carrey a little bit.
He loves watching reactions.
I do. I love watching other people's reactions as well. And we're not going to like name names, but we have reached out to a lot of people to collaborate. And of course, the Atomic Age has come through, and we were able to collaborate with him, which was great. Holton Hardman, big shout out to him. He let us, interview him, ask him a couple questions. But we're always open to collaborate with other reactors, and it'd be a great time. Just, I guess people got some stuff going on, and we haven't heard back from any of them yet. So maybe I'm just not good with my pitches. All right, let's go through these questions here. Robert says, y'all really thought you'd be answering questions. It took a second, but we're here, Rob. We are here. We are answering questions.
Couldn't kill us. You know what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yes.
If you want to say that.
Yeah, maybe not my gut. Okay.
Oh, man.
Next question. Oh, we've done that with Patricia. We've answered this one, Patricia. Hopefully you enjoyed our answer. JT No BS Review says, hey, Cam and Zay, I only came across your channel a short while ago, but your reactions are great. Keep up the great work and congrats on 10K. Respect from South Australia. Wow, JT No BS Reviews. Thank you so much. I'm guessing you do movie reviews as well. Guys, if you're interested, check him out. Maybe he's got something that you like. Yeah, thank you, JT. It really does mean a lot. And shout out to South Australia. Zay, you have anything you want to say for JT?
Yeah, shout out to South Australia. Actually, I've met a couple people from Australia over time and New Zealand and everything. So I would never go to Australia personally. I'm a little too scared of the wildlife there. So y'all can keep that. Y'all can just keep all that. I'm gonna just view it from a distance. As much as I'd love to go, I'm gonna just view it from a distance.
Yeah, I want to go really badly, but I'm worried of and for me, it's not the big animals, it's the little ones. Those are the ones that scare the crap out of me.
But appreciate it, JT. Definitely gonna check you out. I want to check out some of your content.
Kelly says y'all's reactions to episode 5 of House of the Dragon was hilarious. It was the funniest reaction I've ever seen. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
5. Well, we can't say what happened in 5, but
yeah, we can't.
It means a lot, Kelly. Thank you.
So go check it out if you haven't.
Luke, what's going on, Luke? Luke is one of our, he follows us on Twitch. He follows Zay on Twitch. We talk to him all the time on Zay's Twitch streams. You guys can check out Zay's Twitch where we do live streams. We're mainly playing video games and stuff like that if it interests you.
Yeah.
And we're talking and we talk to the chat and stuff like that. And Zay's, one of Zay's Twitch followers is Luke. He came from the YouTube channel and we've talked to him a lot and he's a pretty cool guy. And he brings up a question. He says every Pokemon or 1 billion lions. And he
I don't want to do it again. We already did this.
He brings this up because we on one of Zay's streams we got into a huge argument over either every one of every Pokemon or 1 billion lions. I argued the side of lions. Him and everybody else argued Pokemon.
Argue lions, you're objectively wrong.
No, see,
you can take that and
they're not understanding the sheer number of lions. And I've heard this elsewhere on another debate, the fact that 750 out of the 1,000 Pokemons are like babies, okay? So they can't do anything, all right?
Yeah, so but then the gods, godlike Pokemon. So what?
Let's not get into it now, okay?
You know what? I want you to take your line and have it square up with Deoxys, and then you tell me how that showdown goes.
Hey, man, Deoxys got to come out of space first. Okay. JT says the Rocky Horror Picture Show is your best one. Thank you so much, JT.
Appreciate that.
Deadsu says we found Zay's gag point. Yeah, I guess we did.
That was a point of no return, man.
Andrew said, did you end up doing the on-screen collab with the girlfriends and more chick flick film? No, we've not done anything like that yet.
Not yet.
We've talked to some people, some girls. We want to get some girls in the reactions just to provide more of like a woman's perspective on things. And maybe we can react to like chick flicks and stuff like that as well to kind of see how, we react to it versus like girls and whatnot that might have a different opinion because we don't know that type of world. Like I've seen Mean Girls, but like other movies like Sex and the City, Legally Blonde and stuff like that, definitely potential reactions. Is there anything you want to say about this?
Yeah, I know my girlfriend would love to do probably a reaction to a chick flick. She loves chick flick films. She tries to make me watch them all the time. So, and I know Cam also enjoys them. I actually enjoy them. I think they're actually fun to watch. So definitely down to do it in the future. So keep your eyes peeled for those.
Haley says, Zay, you alive? Yes.
Haley, barely. I'm struggling.
All right, Jason says 24 hours alone in a house with either Jack Torrance or Annie Wilkes. Who do you pick? Easy question, but Zay, I'm gonna let you answer that one.
No, you go first. Why do I have to keep going first?
Okay, I'll go first. I would 100% rather take my chances with Jack. Okay, Annie's crazy. She's crazy. Jack, he's like he walks slowly sometimes. Annie will break your ankles. Okay, we didn't see. Well, hold up. spoiler alert. Forgot, I kind of just went into the question.
We just, yeah.
Okay, so spoiler alert for these two movies, The Shining and Misery. Annie Wilkes is batshit crazy and will break your ankles and you won't be able to move. Can't do it. Jack, you have a fighting chance. Zay, what about your opinion?
Yeah, Jack, Annie would terrify me. Annie's far scarier than Jack, in my opinion. So I think I'll deal with Jack. I'll figure out. I'll handle him. But that was, oh my goodness.
My gosh. Jaws coming in here with a $10 super chat. Jaws, look at this. Doesn't even have a question.
Just $10 super chat. Just thank you.
Jaws, thank you so much. We will react.
I ain't got nothing to say.
I've seen Jaws. Zay has not yet. So we're gonna probably do that in the summertime. Get Zay's reaction to Jaws.
Don't yell at me. I haven't seen Jaws. I know it's a very popular film. I feel like I don't watch a lot of movies, guys. I don't. I just started watching a lot of movies.
But yeah, I'm excited. Jaws was a huge part of my childhood growing up because I did live near the beach quite a few times, and I remember watching the sequels to Jaws. I don't know if we're ever going to get to those, but yeah, I'm excited to get into Jaws with Zay during the summer. But yeah, thank you, Jaws, so much for the $10 super chat. You didn't need to do that. Jaws also says, Cam and Zay is your wall thingy from Aliens. So this fun fact, okay, just a little side note here. This is from the movie Avatar. This is a movie palette. You guys can get your own movie palette. All you have to do is go to moviepalette.com and use the coupon code CAMANZA15 to get 15% off. And yeah, you can get an array of colors from each scene, or like it's basically like the whole movie played out in colors. And it's really cool. There are a bunch of different palettes of different kinds, but let's not plug it for too long. But yeah, that's a movie palette. Check them out, guys. CAMANZA15. Use the code. Okay, and this one's from Avatar. I don't know if I said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my sister said I also threw up all over the couch watching Benchwarmers. Yes, I did throw up a lot.
Did you?
Yeah, but I don't
why.
I don't remember why. Is Zay in here in reality? This is probably
I don't know. I don't know where I am. I'm in an alternate universe right now. I think this is a different Zay from a different universe that's sitting in this chair now. My spirit left me after I took that chip.
Oh man, yeah. I was just in immense pain. I can't even. My problem was I wasn't in a different reality. I was here and I was dying here.
I would have paid a lot of money to go somewhere else where I was not eating this chip.
You want to? I'll have you read. I'll have you go and read a few going forward, and we'll.
Yeah, sure. See, Daniel M said you guys should check out In the Line of Fire with Clint Eastwood, 1993. Yeah, I've never heard of that movie, but Clint Eastwood, I've seen a few Clint Eastwood films and I'm a huge fan of Clint Eastwood. So that would definitely be something I'm down to look into. I'm sure Cam would as well.
Yeah, I've heard of the movie. Don't know anything about it. Clint Eastwood. I don't think I've seen many of his films, but I would love to do Clint Eastwood films. We've been talking about kind of thinking about Bruce Lee, Clint Eastwood, Chuck Norris, those kind of movies. We're not sure how they would perform. We're not sure how many people would be interested, but that's definitely something that we've been talking about because I know I haven't seen any Bruce Lee movie, and I think it would be really fun to react to.
Joseph M said, Zay, you good? Absolutely not. I was way worse before. I'm doing all right now. I'm just recovering. Susan said, congratulations, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a long time coming. It was a great year. We've been having a blast, and we can't wait to, truck towards our next goal.
Yeah, thank you so much, Susan. It really does mean a lot. We started this whole thing because I wanted to show Isaiah Game of Thrones, and I wanted us to have just a database so that we could go back and see his first time watching, every episode and stuff like that. And our channel just kind of garnered attention that was never part of our intention, but it has changed a lot about our lives already. And yeah, it just means a lot. Thank you, Susan.
Mr. Ted, Zay looks like he went 3 rounds of Rocky. Rocky wouldn't even want to go 3 rounds with that chip, let alone 1. So you tell Sylvester Stallone to come over and try one of these chips. We'll see who's the man here.
Fun fact: we haven't seen Rocky. I think I haven't. Have you, Zay?
I haven't either.
Yeah,
but we talked about reacting to it.
Yeah, definitely something that we're gonna get into at some point. I haven't seen any of the Rockies. I haven't seen any of the Creeds. So that's definitely something we can get into at some point. Bob S says, "Are you going to do polls outside of Patreon?" We've done, I think, a couple. The most effective one so far that we've done, the one that's definitely going to take place, is we did a poll on the next show to watch. The Expanse one, we will do the Expanse at some point. We probably want to get through. We're going to finish the Pacific and get through The Last of Us because those are just one season shows, and then we'll probably jump into the Expanse for YouTube. And that was decided from our YouTubers, not our Patreons. Patreons decided on Breaking Bad for the early access. That will come to YouTube much later on, but that will be on Patreon much early. A lot of people are concerned for you, Zay.
I was concerned for myself. I was concerned for you in the beginning, and then I realized I need to stop paying attention to you because you got it clearly.
No, I did not. Hold on. I might have. To be fair, you had almond milk. Okay, so I had whole milk. So for me, it was probably a lot easier to calm it down than you. But people can run back the tape. I was crying. Okay, I was not doing okay either.
Almond, I'm gonna have to explain why half a gallon of almond milk is gone because that was a fresh bottle. So,
all right. Tyler says, "Hey guys, you are awesome. Thank you, Tyler. I recognize you from the comments. Really means a lot to have you here. Really happy that you could make it and love your comments. And thank you, Tyler." Ben says, "Put your bite wipes in the fridge tomorrow, refrigerator for tomorrow morning. Believe me, you'll appreciate it." Yeah, I'm sure we will.
That'd be an interesting conversation to have. My mom, why is there butt wipes in the refrigerator?
Yeah, right. Suzanne says, "Congratulations from small town in Canada." Thank you, Suzanne. Shout out to Canada.
Shout out Canada.
Active Sleeper says, "Hi guys, how you doing, Active Sleeper?" Of course, we are well aware of you. Patreon over here, and somebody who comments regularly. Love to see your comments. Thank you much, Active Sleeper. Good to see you here. The Mominator says, "Are you vibrating from the cap station yet?" Okay, so I'll tell you guys a fun fact. When I don't know about you, Zay, I was about to take my headphones off and just not know what was going on because my ears were burning, and I don't know why my ears were burning, but all the sensation went up to my ears, and I wanted to take my headphones off because I felt like they were making my ears even hotter. I didn't do it, but I think I might have said something about it. But yeah,
you said my ears, and I'm like, but I just yelled, so I was like, oh, maybe his headphones are too loud. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, JG is Cesarevich.
Okay, got it.
Okay, that makes more sense. Well, Cesarevich, thank you much for the $100. That really does mean a lot, guys. Cesarevich is another one of our Twitch chatters that came from YouTube over to Twitch, who we've talked to quite a bit, and we've even played some games with. So yeah, Cesarevich, thank you so much. Okay, Active Sleeper says the Police Academy ? Definitely going to do that at some point. We don't know when we're going to put it into the lineup just yet, but not out of the question. In fact, it's something that we plan on doing. We just don't know when yet. Zay, do you know anything about Police Academy, the movie?
No, I don't. I've heard of it, but I don't know really anything about Police Academy.
Okay. All right. Per Kayla says Cocaine Bear is a horror comedy movie, and it's awesome. I've seen the trailer. Zay, have you seen the trailer for this movie?
I've seen the trailer for this movie. The fact that it's even true, or it's based on a true story, is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely something that would be fun to react to. It's a little more modern. We try to be careful with the movies that we do that are more modern because as of right now, a lot of the more mainstream reactors do the modern movies. They get all the attention. We don't really get much from that, but there have been modern movies that we've done very well with. Hopefully Avatar does good, but Top Gun Maverick did really good as well.
Yep.
Some of the less modern, but still kind of in this era, like Django Unchained did really good as well. But Cocaine Bear is definitely something on the list. If we think we can get an audience that likes to see more of the modern movies too, then maybe we can implement those as well.
Personally, I think we should just watch Velocipaster, but that's just me. That's just me.
Zay wants us to watch really horrible movies, and I don't know how I feel about that. But he doesn't let it go. He brings it up. You want to read that?
Dennis said, Cam, didn't you mention you already reacted to Porky's, the movie, when you were both on vacation together?
Yeah, we reacted to it. We haven't gotten it up just yet, but it's in the process of the editing phase, and it will be. It won't be like the normal format with our circles. It'll probably be because it'll be me, Isaiah, and then Andrew, our buddy who went on vacation with us. If you want to see vacation photos, you can check that out on Patreon. Link is in the description. Well, link isn't in this description, but the link is on our channel. You can check out on Patreon. But yeah, we did our reaction to Porky's, us three, and definitely an interesting movie. And you'll have to wait to hear our thoughts on that when the reaction comes out. All right, what do we got next? Now that you've finished with Game of Thrones, Lonnie Wilkes says, are you thinking about other series reactions? Lost and Battlestar recommended. Fun fact. Okay. I know we've mentioned quite a few times we are doing Breaking Bad early access on Patreon because it won a poll on Patreon, but it won the poll by like a percent advantage over Battlestar Galactica. So we're definitely considering Battlestar Galactica. We both haven't seen that. Zay, have you seen Lost?
I have not seen Lost. No, I've heard it's a good show, right? I think you've seen it, right? You've watched the whole thing.
Absolutely love the show. Would love to do reactions with you at some point for that show as well.
Oh, seems his Wi-Fi froze, but you guys got the gist of what he was saying. He'd love to do a reaction with it soon. So keep your guys' eyes peeled. Like he said, Battlestar is definitely in the cards. It seemed that we had a pretty strong audience that was looking to see it. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hello. I don't know what's
Don't
happening.
worry. It's okay. I started talking. I just said, Battlestar is definitely going to be in the cards. It seemed that there was a good audience that want to see it. So keep your eyes peeled for those reactions, possibly in the future.
Cool. And hopefully the screen isn't blurry. Maybe it should fix pretty soon here if it is, but if not, fantastic. We won't be able to tell on this end. But yeah, let's just move on to the next question. Well, Felicia says, oh, yep, Wi-Fi's coming back. Let's go. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Felicia says, and it's back. Felicia says, if you haven't, I'd love for you two to watch True Romance. It's one of my favorite all-time movies. Felicia, we love seeing your comments. You always have the brightest, sunshiny comments. So thank you so much for stopping by. And True Romance. I don't know if I know anything about that movie, but definitely something we could look into for sure. Zay, what about you?
I don't know anything about True Romance either, but yeah, I'm always down to look into that. Always down to look into any movie suggestions you guys give.
Mom Mary backs you up. Candyman from Mr. Dead-Sue. That's something we can definitely consider.
Definitely.
Mominator says, what genres do you each prefer? Well, we did answer that. Psychological thriller, right, Zay? And
yep, in horror.
In horror, and then I'm comedy and like epic movies type of situation. Daniel says, love the Dance with Wolves reactions. One of my favorite movies for sure. Dance with Wolves was really good. I really enjoyed that movie.
It was. That was a fantastic movie. I had a blast. Just such a great story. Just everything. Super great. Go check out the reaction if you haven't. It was a blast.
Luke wants to see the Midsummer reaction. It's gone. It's in the ether now.
It's gone. It's never to be seen again.
Zay, you want to read that?
Darth Derek says, I think a negative review every now and then helps credibility since not everyone enjoys everything. And for people that are interested in hearing our thoughts, go check out the last reaction to She-Hulk and you'll hear a negative review. Cam and I are very honest and straightforward with our reactions. We react to a lot of great movies. There's a lot of good movies that get suggested to us and that we find. So we have a lot of positive ones. But there are been a few that we just were like, it just didn't hit, or we just found a lot of problems with it. And obviously, it's subjective. We're not movie experts. We're not perfect. And sometimes people, comment down and have arguments as to why they think, hey, maybe this point isn't as strong as you think it is. And we're always open to seeing that. We like seeing that. It's engaging. So, yeah, I think it does definitely help with credibility. You don't want to be like, oh, this movie's a 9. Oh, this movie's a 9. This movie's a 9 all the time. Makes no sense because it's just not reality.
Yeah. The number one most important thing that we can offer to you guys is our honesty, because that helps you understand that, okay, this is how they really actually truly feel about this and whatnot. And
The key thing about reactions is usually when people go to watch reactions, those types of people are big fans of the content we're reacting to. So we know that when we give a lower score or a lower review or more of a negative review, we know it's not going to be received very well from the people watching our videos for the most part, because those types of people really enjoy the content that we're reacting to. So, but we're not going to change our opinion or fake our opinion because we know the people watching are going to really, like what we're watching. We're going to be honest, because when we say something is bad, we really mean something is bad. And when we say something is good, we really mean something is good. And you guys can take our word for it. And I think it's very important that we offer you that honesty. Trixum says, did you guys do the one chip challenge yet? Yes, we did. We ripped the band-aid off right at the beginning. You can scroll right back and see how we did. But we made it out alive, spoiler alert. Alicia Maldonado says, dare you to watch Scream. It's a good horror movie. I recommend. Zay, have you seen any of the Scream movies?
Ooh, so I'm going to say I've never seen them in their entirety. I actually only remember one specific death, and I remember one specific scene that occurs in Scream. I don't know if Scream has I don't know if it's a slasher where multiple people are getting affected by it, or if it's focused on one person engaged with the murder. But I haven't seen one of them start to finish. No, I've seen one scene from one, and I remember it pretty vividly.
So some of you guys know, growing up, I've always been into film, and Zay has been way more introduced into film nowadays since we started our channel, even before we started our channel. So he's got a lot of things under his belt that he hasn't seen, and I do too. And most of the things I haven't seen, he hasn't seen as well. But there have been some things that he hasn't seen that I have seen, as some of you guys know, like the Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and then some movies here and there, like Jaws, for example. But there have been movies that he's seen that I haven't seen, like The Green Mile and stuff like that. I have seen most of the Scream movies, if not all of the Scream movies. I love Scream. I think that it's a really fun franchise, and if you guys haven't seen the newest Scream, you guys should check that out. It was a really good time. I actually watched that with Andrew when he was down here on vacation. So
did you really?
Yeah, when you because Andrew stayed a couple days longer.
Yeah,
when you left, me and Andrew we went and we saw Scream 6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Cesarevich JG says, for Peter Sellers, you do a Shot in the Dark. We're definitely going to get to that at some point, 100%. Tyler says, I first saw your Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but your Hacksaw Ridge reaction was my favorite. Excellent reaction. That was a great movie. Hacksaw Ridge with Desmond Doss. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Man. Those films in general, the war films and series that we've watched have just been all done beautifully. Just all been done super, super, super well.
Absolutely. So. Zay, you want to read that one?
Yeah, Joseph M said, have you guys seen Fruitvale Station? Michael B. Jordan did good in such a serious role. I have not. Interesting. Michael B. Jordan's in it. I'm surprised I've never even heard of it, or maybe I have. I don't know. The name kind of sounds familiar, and the fact that Michael B. Jordan's in it, I feel like maybe I've seen a trailer for it, but I've not personally seen the movie. Cam, what about you?
I know nothing about it. So yeah, something that we could definitely look into.
Him in a serious role is cool. So I would be interested to see that.
Yeah. Screwjob says, what are some movies you've seen that people unknowingly suggest you watch? I think the most suggested movie that we both have seen is Psycho. I'm pretty sure I would put Psycho on there, but we definitely talked about quite a few. Althea Dawn says, you both look like teen boys from the 1980s. Hey, I'll take it. 1980s boys looked good.
Exactly.
And hopefully when I'm 50, I look just the same.
DC Julius just a little bit below that or above that. Dear God, I don't think I can ever do Fruitvale again, but MBJ was amazing. That scares me. That scares me.
DC Duchess says, Cam and Zay can't stay long because my battery is dying, but just have to say I'm so happy to see your channel grow. Thank you so much, DC Duchess. You've been around for a while. Definitely recognize your name. It means a lot. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around and for letting us know that you're happy to see our channel grow. We're happy too. It blows our mind. y'all need to have a midnight live stream watch of Heavy Metal for us 80s kids. Do you know anything
Heavy
about
Metal?
I
No,
don't
I've never
know
heard
about
of
that
that.
movie.
Heavy Metal. Maybe. Okay. Interesting. We'll have to look. We're gonna have to make a list and just keep notes on all these names because there's a lot of movies being suggested, and want to make sure if it's gonna be good reaction content or if there's an audience that want to watch it, then we want to make sure it doesn't get lost in the mix because it's hard to keep track of every suggestion. There's a lot of them.
Midnight live streams are interesting. Maybe we would do something like that on Patreon where you would obviously need a copy to watch along with us, but we could kind of like live stream, and people could watch along with us at the same time. And then we could maybe later turn that into a reaction potentially. So that's something to consider for sure. Yeah. Bob S. Is the Green Mile on our list? Yes, it is. I haven't seen
Yes,
it.
it
Zay
is.
has.
Yes, it is.
I'm worried because I've cried in a number of our reactions, and I feel like I might cry in that one.
Yeah, I cannot wait for us to get into it. It's a long movie, so it's very hard for us to find the time to actually get into it, is the only thing. But we're going to find time to do it. I know Cam's interested in seeing it. I loved it personally, and I can't wait to see it again. So,
Althea said you should react to Hitchcock movies. Well, again, we've seen Psycho, but Birds I haven't seen. That's a really old one, I think.
that's the old one. Yeah, I've never actually seen Birds either.
So yeah, I don't know much other Hitchcock movies, but we could check them out.
Yeah, for sure.
Matt Murray says I would definitely recommend Once Upon a Time in America. Has Robert De Niro, a beautiful musical score and cinematography. Robert De Niro is an amazing actor, absolutely fantastic. And I haven't seen that. Have you seen that?
No, Once Upon a Time in America. I've heard of it. I don't really know what the premise is or anything along the lines, but I have heard of the movie. So, and like Cam just said, Robert De Niro, great actor. So very, very, very interested. And it's a beautiful musical score and cinematography. We're suckers for that. So especially when we're watching a film. So
there you go. Lonnie says Cam for comedy highly recommend reacting to Idiocracy. I've seen it. Super funny movie. Zay, have you seen it?
no, Idiocracy.
Let's just say a man enters a world where everybody's idiots, and it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
It's really funny. Greg P says Memoir of Geisha. Have you guys seen it? I know. I've never even heard of it.
Never even heard of that. Really, Memoir of Geisha. Have I? No, yeah, I've never heard of that one. All right, make another note.
You like the Lonesome Dave Western Trilogy miniseries? It is epic, touching, and or Lonesome Dove Western Trilogy. Okay, interesting. Again, something I've never heard of. A lot of things so far haven't heard of. Zay, do you know anything about it?
No, never heard of that one either, but we'll keep it in mind. We'll definitely look into it.
All right, yeah. Screwjob says, saw The Godfather in theaters for its 50th anniversary last year. Me and two other people in the theater. Mid-better, I think. Does a theater need to be full for you guys or no? Nope. I'll go to a theater completely empty by myself.
I would love if a theater was. There's certain films where I think it can add having a full theater. Something like Avengers Endgame having a full theater.
Yeah.
That added to it because there was okay moments to be loud, like people reacting. But some films, some people have no class in a movie theater.
But I think he might be asking does it need to be a full of good moviegoers or no? You know, like if someone were to guarantee you that you could have a theater to yourself or a theater of good moviegoers, they know when to laugh, when to cry. They all get to share the experience together, including yourself. Or you get to go by yourself and you get to just enjoy the.
It doesn't need to be full for me, but
not me neither.
Again, it's just there are certain movies though where having a full one is definitely makes the experience a lot better. I'll say.
Yeah. Carmen says you should watch a movie called Nick of Time. Johnny Depp and Christopher Walken. I've never even heard of it.
I've heard of that one. I don't know specifically what it's about, but I have heard of that.
Okay, yeah. I haven't, but we both haven't seen it, so maybe one day. Lonnie says, which of your reactions have the most views? Airplane, Top Gun Maverick, and The Exorcist. I think those are the top three.
I believe so. I think those are top three.
Okay, all right. Trixum says, how has your enjoyment of movies changed since you become a reaction channel? Does it feel like a job now? And do you feel you have to pay more attention now instead of just enjoying the movie? Excellent questions. Zay, I'll let you take this away first because I think the first part of the question definitely resonates with you probably more than me. So why don't you go ahead and
Yeah. So
can you actually
I'll
take this away while I go to the bathroom because all of this milk is going right through me. So
yeah, go to the bathroom.
right,
So like Candace said, how has your enjoyment of movies changed since you become a reaction channel? I would say my enjoyment of it has changed a little bit in that I'm paying a lot more attention to it kind of answers what your second piece as well. Do I feel to pay more attention now instead of just enjoying it? When I was in college, I took a film class. I just needed like a gen ed type of course. So I ended up taking a film class. And in that film class, we had to actually, while we were watching the movie, we had to kind of keep notes because we had to end up writing papers on them, etc., talking about the cinematography of the movie and everything. So I would say that my enjoyment of it hasn't changed, or I would say I don't mind having to pay attention now. I'm kind of used to it. I'm already used to being a little bit analytical. Now there's some films where I am watching and I realize I'm so enveloped in just watching it. I'm not paying attention to the shots, all the, cinematography, everything going on, like from a film directing perspective. But I would say that my enjoyment of movies hasn't changed too much. I think I enjoy them a little bit more because I get to divulge into what I'm thinking instead of just watching it by myself and then be like, good movie, and just turning it off. I have someone that's next to me that I can, riff off of, and we talk about ideas and everything. And yeah, so I would say it's only changed in a positive way.
For me, my enjoyment of movies, I think honestly, as much as I've grown up on film and movies and how much I've enjoyed them growing up, I think my enjoyment of movies has exponentially increased because we've never explored the classics really. Like, I mean, we're going back to the 80s to even to the 60s, watching movies that before we started this channel, I was a bit naive and just assumed, old means bad, which I've completely changed my opinion on now. In fact, my opinion might be the opposite now. Now I'm like, new is bad. But yeah, I've gone a much bigger appreciation for movies and enjoyment for them since we started, and I'm excited to keep going. Now, does it feel like a job? Do you have to pay more attention now instead of just enjoying the movie? I mean, the only thing that really kind of feels like a job is just like the keeping track of like, expenses and stuff like that, and the accounting side of everything. But other than that, I have a great time doing it. Me and Zay are pretty lax. We might schedule time to get on. One of us might be late or whatever, but we work it out, and we're kind of like each other's bosses, and we keep each other in check. And we're at least from this is my opinion. It doesn't really feel less like a job and more just like of a like. If you and your friend have like a vacation planned or something, and you just kind of need to stay in contact with each other and make sure everything's scheduled, that's kind of more what it feels like to me. What about you, Zay?
It's hard for it to feel like a job because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's, hey, let's go watch a movie. It's like, let's watch this show together. Let's watch this movie. And because we're such good friends and have been friends for so long, it just feels like I'm hanging out with Cameron, just with the added piece of, hey, let's review and reflect on what we watch. And like Cam said, just keeping track of expenses and the business side of things, that's where you feel the job aspect, because you're like, oh, wait, let's remember, like, you're not just doing this. It's not just casual watching. There is like a serious portion of this or part of this where that's all business, all, accountants, this, that, the other thing. But yeah, it doesn't feel like a job to me most of the time. Honestly, I have a blast doing it with Cam. So
yeah, me too with Zay. And now, do you feel you have to pay more attention now instead of just enjoying the movie? This is the trade-off, right? To what we're doing. We have to provide commentary. We have to do it. It's helps our videos fall under fair use more, and it's something that we have to do. Some people don't like the fact that we maybe talk too much to them or whatever, but we have to do it. We have to provide commentary. It's a necessity for this channel, and because of that, there may be times where we think we're in the clear, we think everybody's quiet, and we can put our opinions in right then and there and stuff like that, but we miss like a crucial line or something. That hasn't happened all the time, but it has happened once or twice. We do understand what we might have missed, and we get back into it. But it has happened now and then, and I think that's the worst part of doing what we do is the potential that we might miss something because we have to provide commentary every now and then.
Yeah, when you got up, I did kind of answer it. The only they just so you kind of are on the same page as me. I told them that I was in a film class in college, so I had to. I already kind of had to do this where we were watching a film and I had to keep notes on the cinematography and everything because I had to write papers, talk about it, etc. So it doesn't feel like that much of a chore to be more attentive, but there are films where sometimes I get so lost in the film that I'm just not paying attention to the cinema. And then I'm like, oh shit. Like I gotta remember like what were some good aspects of the movie, but it doesn't really happen often. With time, I got better at it. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. JG Service says, have either of you seen any Jim Carrey comedies? Dumb and Dumber and The Cable Guy are good ones to see. Dumb and Dumber is great. I love Jim and Carrey, but I've not seen The Cable Guy. How about you, Zay?
Not The Cable Guy, but I have seen Dumb and Dumber. Love that movie. I watched that when I was very young. My stepdad showed it to me, and that is one of my favorite comedies. It's a classic comedy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Dennis says, shake it up, guys. A lot of these movies mentioned, every reactor has reacted to. 50 reactions to Forrest Gump, The Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, The Godfather. Okay, hold on now. We've done niche stuff. Okay, we've done Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay, I don't see all that many reactions to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original. We've done some niche things every now and then. We do gotta also do some things that are gonna catch the algorithm and help get our videos more out there now, but also that we enjoy. And I think the idea is that, or the conundrum comes in that these movies that you just mentioned here, Forrest Gump, The Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, The Godfather, yeah, maybe a lot of people do react to them, but that's because they're really good movies. So, and if we heard about a really good movie that we haven't seen yet, whether somebody has reacted to it or not, that's something that we have to put on our list. Aside from the whole algorithm thing,
yeah.
Back to the Future. I hadn't seen that before. Zay had. We hadn't seen. Neither of us had seen the sequels, but that's a movie a lot of people react to. But at the end of the day, it's also a good movie and something that we reacted to because I hadn't seen it before.
And
so sometimes something happens that way.
In movies like that too, like something like The Green Mile, like Cam said, like something I've seen, he hasn't, or obviously these very popular movies have a lot of reactions to it. Cam and I, like, that's a movie I want to see with Cam. I want to see Cam's reaction to it. And if we're already going to sit down anyway to watch it, you might as well record it. You might as well, Now, does it make to the channel, or do we think the reaction was good enough? That all ends up on our end post recording. But yeah, if we're going to already sit down and watch it, maybe, a lot of people have reacted to it. Maybe it doesn't do as well. Again, this is like us having an archive of our first time watching stuff together. First time Cameron seeing this, both of us seeing that, me seeing something.
The chip is hitting my stomach lining or something. It's like, oh gosh.
Yeah, because you're gonna get the residual effects because you got to keep it down. I did not. So, but yeah, so that's my 2 cents on it. But yeah, we like to do niche stuff as well. So it's not always gonna be super, like you could say overly reacted to movies where there's a lot of reaction films or reaction videos to it, but try to we'd like to hit them big ones like that, the classics.
Have you seen The Party?
No.
Me neither. Something to add to the list. Peter Sellers. Is there a movie TV show that people keep asking you to do that you wish people would stop asking because you have no interest in it? Well, Isaiah won't stop asking me about Velocipaster, and I have no interest in that one.
I will settle for Sharknado.
No,
I think it would be so. Come on, it'd be so funny to react to really bad movies. Can we just do?
Now, fun fact: we have thought about this, guys. We've thought about a segment for Patreon. We don't know if we're going to do it just yet. Maybe we have it on YouTube too.
Yeah.
But we would call it drunk documentaries, and we would get really fucking drunk, and we would watch like Planet Earth and shit, and just watch all the animals like do crazy animal stuff and just commentate on it. Let us know what you guys think about that. If you guys think it's a horrible idea, we'll toss it in the trash. But that's something we've thought about at least.
I don't remember how we even got to that idea. I think you were like, what if we watched a documentary? Was it after we were watching? Was it after we watched that? What's the name of it, man? It's like Evolution, isn't it? I don't want to like say, I can't think of the name. There's like monkeys in the beginning.
Oh, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
2001: Space Odyssey. I think that was the one that when we finished it, we somehow got into the idea of like, imagine us watching documentaries like drunk, and then we just, our minds are ridiculous, so we just ran with it.
Melissa says hi from Pennsylvania. Hi, Melissa. Big shout out to you, Melissa. We've seen your comments, and they're great. They're wonderful. And it's so cool that you're here and you're able to make the live stream. Thank you. Okay. Zay was not impressed by Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, well, you'll have to see the reaction to hear his thoughts on that.
Wow.
Julia says, please do Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail. Zay, I know you haven't seen this, right?
I have not seen Monty Python anything. I don't know if there's more than just that.
There's Life of Brian, which I haven't seen. I don't know if I've seen the Holy Grail. I know I've seen the It's Just a Flesh Wound scene. You guys know what I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about.
I actually do know that scene. I do know that scene.
Okay.
I do know that scene.
But I don't know if I'm remembering that scene because I've seen the movie or if I remember that scene because I just saw a clip of it on YouTube. So
I've heard a lot about the Quest for the Holy Grail, though.
But yeah, but since you haven't seen it for sure, that's definitely something we'll do at some point. And the Life of Brian. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
See why it says greetings and congratulations from Clearwater, Florida. Oh, shout out to a fellow Floridian. Yeah, nice to see you here in the chat. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got here?
Mr. Detsu said the car rental scene, trains, planes, and automobiles was a great reaction. That was hilarious. That car rental scene was... Oh, yeah! I might have to go back and watch that reaction over again. That one part, because good lord, that was hilarious.
Yeah. My friend Isaac says, "Congrats on 10K, Isaac. You have been around for a very long time. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much for the nice words. Thank you for being here for as long as you have, and for sticking around and for enjoying the content. And yeah, it's great to see your comments too. Fuck, my stomach is really feeling that chip right now. Oh,
Brian said." Because he's asking if we had done the chip challenge. Gotcha. It is a very hot chip. I eat super spicy food. It burns me pretty good, but it's not super crazy. Are you superhuman? Because
that was
I promise you, that was psychopathic. At least that's how it felt.
I don't know how some people were able to handle it or are able to handle it, but for me, that shit had me dying. Melissa, when Cam gags during a movie, I gag too. Yeah, I've seen those comments. Yeah, that's hopefully I'm not making you puke in your own home or something like that. That would be horrible. Jor says, congrats. Thank you, Jor.
Thank you.
Sandra says, congrats, guys. You are my favorite reacts on YouTube by far. Oh, thank you. That whenever we see a comment like that, that blows my mind because I personally, like Zay says, I watch other people's reactions to things I've seen. Because I do like reaction videos, and just to say that we're your favorite, it means the world. Please do a grandma a solid and react to Little Miss Sunshine and The Color Purple. I love to see those before I die. Okay, The Color Purple was one of our considerations for Black History Month, but that doesn't mean we're not going to watch it because it's not Black History Month. Definitely something we want to get into. And Little Miss Sunshine, I know nothing about. What about you, Zay?
Little Miss Sunshine, I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. So you guys know I am keeping a list of your guys' suggestions. I have a little notepad where I am writing these down because I do want to make sure that we look into the films that you guys are suggesting. But no, I've heard of Little Miss Sunshine. I just don't know what it's about or the premise or anything.
My dad's going to bed and he loves and he misses us. Congrats. Very proud of us both. Thank you, Dad. Good night.
Thank you, Dr. K.
Well. Love and miss you too.
Good night.
Okay, Felicia says, when Cam starts gagging big, I always look at Zay's face. He's just waiting for Cam to really lose his lunch. And it's too funny. Are you waiting for me to puke? Like, what are you doing?
I don't pray on your downfall, but like I watch over, like, I'm like, come on, what's happening? Because sometimes man, I'm like, is he gonna do it? Is this the one? You haven't gotten set over the edge though yet, have you? Right, on like a reaction.
No, I think the closest. What was it might have been the Texas Chainsaw, or it might have been Back to the Future 3. I don't know which one I got closest.
There's one you got super, like you were like, I really thought I was going to. I was like, really?
Yeah. JG says, Rich, have you ever seen Undercover Brother? It's a great comedy that I've never seen anyone react to. I haven't seen it. Zay, have you seen it?
No, I've heard of it, but I have not seen Undercover Brother. No.
Okay, well, we'll have to look into that. Frank Eatpot says, "How far apart do y'all live from each other?" We're on the opposite sides of the East Coast, so Florida, New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah.
But he comes down for vacation and things like
So,
that.
Quick 24-hour drive. None.
Yeah, well, I've
Yeah.
made the drive once. It's pretty
Well,
crazy.
I can't believe you did that.
Brian says, "Congrats on 10K too, fellas." Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Yeah, JG's talking about the deadly kangaroos. Gary Edward Gray says, "You two are of the best. You are two of the best. Real reactions. Congrats from Thailand." Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Yep, recognize you from the comments as well. Trust me, I keep my eyes out and I remember who I see. And if I don't remember your name, I'm sorry. There are still a lot of comments, so it's like you got to give me the benefit of the doubt either way. Okay. Real reactions. Yeah, thank you so much, Gary. It means a lot. Glad to see
Yeah,
you here.
I told Cam this the other day too. I finally, because I do read our comments. I go back there. I told him the other day. I got like emotional. Maybe I told Tina this. Just like seeing this, just seeing the support, the overwhelming support on the videos, guys, and the things you guys are saying in the comments. It's a lot. Sometimes overwhelming because it's crazy. If you ask me, do I ever think I'm going to make a YouTube channel that even has 1,000 subscribers? I would say probably not. Well, you
I'm just checking to see if my tongue is
but so for us to have 10,000 is like, I still remember when Cam and I had our first sub, when we were freaking out over our 100th sub, and it's just, you guys are just great. You guys are awesome. Wholeheartedly, we love all the support.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It really does brighten our days every day and makes us feel.
I know we say it a lot to you guys, but it's all genuine. We mean it. That's why we say it so much, because we really do mean it.
Quick super chat messages real quick. Ocelot says, "Congrats on over 10K subs, Cam and Zay. Thank you so much. We're on the road to 25 now, I guess we could say."
Yeah. Ocelot, thank you for that too, the super chat. Jeez.
Yeah, $5. Again, you guys, of course, don't have to pay at all for anything, but you still do. So it does mean a lot when you do that. Steve W says, "For $20." Wow, Steve.
Jeez.
Thank you so much. Congrats on 10K, fellas. Bad movie suggestion, The Room. Excellent movie suggestion, Whiplash. Have you seen either? So, The Room. You've seen The Room?
I've seen The Room.
I'm
pretty sure I've seen
seen reactions to The Room.
Okay.
It's with Tommy Wiseau. I've seen Disaster Artist, where it's like, I
haven't seen it. Maybe I'm thinking.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yes. Maybe I haven't seen The Room. Now that I'm thinking about it, because now I'm thinking I'm mixing it up. I think there's a movie I've seen with a similar name, but it's not The Room. I'll have to check and verify.
So if you haven't, we could definitely watch that at some point. And then Whiplash. I have not seen Whiplash, but I took drum lessons for a short period of time, so I was just looking up a bunch of drumming YouTube content, and I have seen like the finale scene of Whiplash, like that whole.
Okay.
I won't say what it is, but you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, like that whole performance, I've seen that. So I don't know if that's still an interesting reaction, given that I've seen that. But yeah. So thank you again, Steve, so much. It really does mean a lot.
It's insane. It's really over the top.
Yeah. Okay. Let's find out where we were at. Okay. What we got here? Oh. Okay. Oh, I found it. Okay, cool. Jaws with the $10 super chat again. Thank you. Dan says, "Enjoy the channel and the reaction, fellas. Keep up the good work."
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan. Richard says, "Rocky Horror Picture Show was a great reaction. Thanks a lot. We had a lot of cleanup."
I'm glad everyone enjoyed that, because that was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot. Also, that chip is going like right now in my fucking
No, it's the second wave. It was like you thought I was finished, huh?
Yeah,
that you played with your.
That shit.
Cameron might shit his pants before the end.
No, it's not even like it's not even like I have to shit or anything. It's like there's like a ball of fire in my stomach, and it's like really fucking painful. Okay. Melissa says I help gagging when Cam does Julia says, arguing the side of lions make you sound like a Lannister, Cameron. Why? Because Lannisters are smart? Yeah, probably.
Wow.
Brian says,
oh, that's crazy. That was smooth though.
Brian says, if I tip 10K overtime, do we watch the worst movie ever 10 times straight or eat 10 of those chips at one time?
I will watch the worst movie ever 10 times straight. I'll watch it 100 times straight. If you think I'm ever ingesting that chip ever again, look at him. Look at him. What do you want? 10 chips? He'll be in critical condition. He's still drinking milk. It's probably warm.
It's not cold. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Sandra says, misery is your best react ever. Oh, thank you, Sandra.
Thank you.
Richard says, Mean Girls. Have you seen Mean Girls?
I've seen Mean Girls. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie also. I thought that was a fun one. That was a fun movie to see.
Sharon Nguyen says, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, says The House Bunny is a ridiculous comedy with Anna Faris. I might have seen that. I don't know. Zaya, do you know anything about this movie?
I've never even heard of that. I know Anna Faris, but I've never actually heard of that movie.
Melissa says, I want to see you guys on one of my flights. As a flight attendant, free drinks on me. Hey, what airline do you
You give me the airline and I will find the flight.
You know what? I didn't want to say this, but I feel like I look weird and I gotta point it out. I think like a crumb of the chips fell in my underwear and my shit is on fire right now.
How
it's
does
out
that
in the open now.
How could a crumb into your pants?
All I can tell you is my shit is on fire now, and there's no reason that it would be other than a crumb fell in my pants or something, or I touched it or something, but I never touched it. Well, I did go to the bathroom. I don't know what happened, but it's burning. But we're gonna power through this. Okay. That was too much information, guys. Love you guys. You remind me of a girlfriend's son. I love him. Your actions are awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Sandra says, do Little Miss Sunshine. Well, definitely something to think about.
Miss Sunshine, keep it in.
Subscribe, Kara Bai. I am Indian. I don't know what Kara Bai means, but shout out to India. Big shout out to India. Dan says, love the Band of Brothers reaction. Can't wait for you guys to finish the Pacific. Yes, we are going to get to the Pacific very soon. My school semester is about the end. I have to do summer semester as well because I'm just trying to pound everything out. But I will have probably a little bit more time in the summer to kick out more content, and we could get together. And we do have episode 4 already reacted to, and we're going to try to bang out real soon here in like the next week or 2 weeks or something. The rest of the episodes of Pacific, get those up when we can, because you guys are long overdue for that show.
Yeah.
And we do deeply apologize for the big wait between episode 3 and the rest of the season. It just got put on the back burner because it wasn't performing very well, but we're not going to abandon the show because the show itself is very, very good. Okay. Yep. They want us to do Whiplash, so maybe we'll get into.
All right. So maybe Whiplash is next up.
Well, potentially. One Life Jay says, congratulations, guys. It feels like it was just yesterday you did your first live stream. Would you all ever do any DC comic movie reactions? Smoking. I saved your life by having you not eat this chip. You better understand that. DC movie reactions. So here's the thing about superhero movie reactions. We tried at the beginning and they weren't garnering a lot of views. Same thing with Star Wars. We tried that. Not a lot of people were interested. And we didn't really care at the beginning because, again, we were just trying to make it a database for us. But now we kind of feel like we need to make our subscribers happy as well. And if we start to bridge a gap with our audience members, if we can start to get more modern viewers, then potentially we can get into like the DC superhero movies and stuff like that.
It's just tough. Yeah, it's just tough. It's just tough. We try to do those superhero ones. They just don't really hit. We enjoy the superhero movies. I haven't really seen many of the DC movies. So like anything in the DC space. I've basically seen most of Marvel, but
I know we talked about doing the Zack Snyder Justice League because you haven't seen that. And
yes.
I've seen a lot of the superhero movies. I grew up on them. Here. I might get smoky in the reaction here.
Yeah, why not? It's not a reaction. It's a live stream.
Come here, buddy. Or the live stream, yeah. Smoky. Come on.
Are you gonna get him in there?
Yep.
You go to the gym. There he is.
Don't knock over
There
the
he
milk.
is.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness! Look
Okay.
at him.
This is Smokey. Smokey, look that way. Look that way. Yeah. This is Smokey. Oh shit.
Brian, we did. It was the 2022 version of the chip. I just happened to scroll past that. It was 2022 version of the chip.
Smokey is a golden doodle, in case anybody is curious. He looks like a poodle, though, doesn't he? But
Does.
he wasn't leaving me alone. So let's try to power through this. Some more questions here. Do Jaws before 4th of July? Yeah, we're definitely gonna do it in the summer at some point. Alvy says, "Let's go." Thank you, Alvy. Okay. All right, Smokey. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's do this. Okay.
All right. this is what we're doing now.
Yo, what's up, guys? From Love from New Zealand, found you through the Friday reaction. Hey, Folsom, thank you so much. Yes, Friday was
Friday
a really
reaction.
great movie.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, that reaction did really well as well. Glad to see you here. Thanks so much for stopping by, even though you're so recent. It really means a lot to have you here. And thank you for checking us out. Melissa says, "Are you guys into sci-fi?" Yeah, I love sci-fi. Sci-fi is a great genre. I've always grown up interested in sci-fi. What about you, Zay?
Yeah, sci-fi movies. I've always enjoyed them. Actually, I think Cam, you and I had talked about watching Alien, right? Which is like sci-fi horror. I can't remember.
Okay, all right.
Now I can't remember specifically if we had discussed seeing it or if you had seen it. Oh. I guess I got a special guest now too. Come say hi.
Oh.
Everybody, this is my lovely, lovely girlfriend Tina. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. My lovely girlfriend Tina.
Oh, there she is.
Yep. She's coming in to say hi. As you can see, Cam has Smokey guest appearing for the live stream.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. You're the best. What flavor do you want?
Okay. Oh.
Thank you.
Looks like we've got another super chat.
Oh my goodness.
Jonathan Boblets, thank you so much. All right, hold on, Jonathan.
Just get. Yeah. Apologies, guys, with that spam. By the way, I'm seeing that. Unfortunately, we were so far behind in the comments we didn't see it. Otherwise, we would have nipped it in the bud in the beginning. That's our bad. But we'll keep note of that for next time. But it's just Cameron lecturing his dog. You know what? I'll read it. Have you seen the classic Superman Christopher Reeve movies? It's a DC franchise few people have reacted to. I don't think I've seen the classic Superman movie, Christopher Reeve movies. I can't guarantee that I haven't, but I'm like 80% sure that I have not. I'm 80% sure I have not seen the classic Christopher Reeve movies. I don't know if Cam has.
Okay, John, thank you so much for this super chat. That really does mean a lot. Again, we'll say it a billion times. Bro, Tina's getting so much love here in the chat. Yeah, thank
Everyone's
you so much.
saying Tina. Hi, Tina. Jeez.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Again, of course, nobody has to submit any super chats. We're trying to get through as many questions as we can, regardless of them. Of course, super chats will take priority. Jonathan says, have you seen the classic Superman Christopher Reeves movies? It's a DC franchise few people have reacted to. I have seen the Brandon Routh Superman, and I might have seen one of the Christopher Reeves Superman. I don't know for sure. I think I've seen one where Lex Luthor is like a bit bigger in size and he's bald. But I don't remember much from it. Zay, what did you say about this?
I said I don't think I have. I said like 80% sure I don't think I've seen, at least not through and through. But I would definitely, I would have to see. I'd have to like look at, weirdly enough, if I can see like the promotional pictures or like a trailer, I'll be able to tell you if I'd seen it. I don't think I have though. So
okay, definitely something to get into then.
Yeah.
If you haven't. Okay, cool. Let's see what we've got here next on the list. And if we didn't answer your question, yes, we do love sci-fi. We are considering movies like Alien. I think I've seen Aliens or Alien or the most popular one, but I know Zay hasn't. We can go through the whole series together or something like that. But yeah, big sci-fi fan. Battlestar Galactica, definitely something that we can consider. And 2001: A Space Odyssey, I think, is my third favorite reaction of ours that we've done.
And speaking of Alien, by the way, I played that on stream, and it is terrifying. Only played it for a minute, so if you guys want to see me play through the scary game, then go tune in.
Brian Hum says, what year's version of the chip? Well, our tongues were blue. We did the 2022 version.
2022, yep.
The Mominator says, gotta cook enchiladas. Congrats on the growing subs. Good night, Mominator.
Just save me a plate.
Hope your enchiladas went well. Rich Lawrence says Sudden Impact. I don't know if that's a movie, but if it is, haven't seen it. What about you, Zay?
Sudden Impact, heard of it. I've heard of it. I've never seen it though. And I was just scrolling through. I just saw when you get there, you'll see it.
Okay.
It's a movie they're asking about.
Wait, what are you talking
Well,
about?
we'll go. You'll see it.
Okay.
Just keep going through them. You'll come into it.
Brian says Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood, probably his best. Okay, I've heard of Gran Torino before.
Heard of fantastic things about Gran Torino.
Really? I haven't heard about it, but I've heard of it. But you've heard good things about it?
Oh, yeah. I've heard it's one of, like Brian said, one of, if not the best, one of Clint Eastwood's best. I remember a very brief moment in a scene of it that's very brief. I don't remember the whole even scene. I remember like maybe like a 8-second chunk of it, and nothing crazy happens. So I would love to react to that because I haven't seen the whole movie through and through. But
okay,
my stepdad loved it.
On the list then, or Unforgiven. Don't know about Unforgiven.
Yep. Don't know anything about Unforgiven.
All right, she says Gran Torino makes her cry. Good to know. That's gonna suck
All
for
right.
me though, because I got crying. Obviously, I guess it's good and bad, but Screwjob says, what are some movies you've seen that people unknowingly suggest you out? We
answered that yet.
Gary says, y'all asked about the air gun to kill cattle during TCM. React to No Country for Old Men. You'll get your answer. Congrats, guys. Okay. Yeah, No Country for Old Men is definitely something we've been considering. It's been high up on the list, actually. It might be something we do very soon, actually, because we both haven't seen it, but it's got a lot of good word around it. Okay.
Hey, I'm past those days. That was a younger Zay.
Yeah, well, apparently we do have someone spamming in the chat. We'll ask you kindly to not do that, and we do need to get a moderator next time because I don't want this to happen again.
When you were putting Smokey over there, I mentioned that to them. I said, we did. And also, guys, again, we were so far behind in the comments that we didn't even see all of this. So it's like, again, we'll plan better for the next time we do a live stream. So we do apologize, but we'll make sure we take care of it ahead of time.
Brian Hum says The Descent is also a great movie. Cool. If you want to watch our full-length reaction to that, exclusive to Patreon, you can check it out.
That's the one I was waiting for you to see. Yes, yeah.
Felicia says, I've never seen The Descent. Descent is a good horror. The Descent is good. I think they said they did The Descent on their Patreon. We did. You can check our full-length reaction to that on our Patreon. That explains it. I only watch reactions to horror because I'm a chicken. LOL. That's
fun. My fun fact, I actually used to watch there's a guy that does his channel is all about, he does Ending Explained. And I used to watch his channel because I couldn't personally sit through a horror movie solo, but I want to know what happened. I want to get like the essence of it. So I would watch his Ending Explained videos. He also does like very complex movies as well. He's a really cool channel. So if you're ever confused about movies, he's probably done it. And so he's a really dope channel to check out. I can't remember the name of him though.
Ninja Assassin is a great movie, some terrible actors, but awesome fight scenes and storyline. I think I might have seen this. Is this relatively recent? I might have seen this because I remember watching a ninja movie.
I've never heard of this.
Something that we could look forward to. Scott says, congratulations. Thank you, Scott. Mod Mary says, will your reaction to Breaking Bad be on YouTube? Eventually, yes. It's going to be seasons ahead on Patreon, though.
Yeah.
Would you watch disaster movies from the 1970s? Smokey. Yeah. We've heard of Towering Inferno, Poseidon's Adventure, I think is another one. definitely something we're considering on getting into, and I'm something I know we both haven't seen, right? Zay, you haven't seen any disaster movies?
No. I haven't seen any disaster movies like that.
Have you heard of Dark City?
No.
Okay, there we go. Dark City. Brian Hum says, have they seen the Kill Bill series? I have not. Zay,
I have not, although I know that my grandmother had like all of them on DVD or whatever. So I'd always seen them, but I never actually put them in to watch them. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Okay. Richard says Cam's reactions are so honest he cannot lie. Yeah, no, I'm it. You get what you get, right?
I've known this man for 14 years. He will not lie. He will tell you a harsh truth before he tells you a sweet lie.
Oh yeah, thank you for our complimenting our reactions to the chip. It could have been. It was bad, but it could have been like really, really bad. Felicia says that's why I stay. The honest reactions you two give. I don't like I just loved it for every single thing. Not realistic at all. Yeah. Look, people react in their own ways, and maybe there are people who do just love everything. But yeah, we have to make our credibility and our honesty value at the highest level, because that's how you guys know we're serious about what we're doing and we're telling the truth. Folsom says, it's cool to see you guys not try and put on a fake good review just for brownie points. That's what's cool about y'all. Yep. Then that's kind of also why we get into like a rating system at the end as well, is because it kind of helps give a better idea of how we feel about something. And we can like range from like good to great, not that, bad. I don't think any reaction we've seen so far, any movie has, for me, maybe for you, I don't think for me I've gone below average for a movie just yet. I've gotten close.
We've gotten very close. We got very close.
Like right between average and good and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we've gotten very, very close. But we have done shows that we've gone below average for.
And real quick, Cam, just want to shout out Rodney Joyce. They did do a super chat, $20. There was no message in it. I just said we don't click and then have to research. But Rodney, thank you for the super chat. We're
gonna get his name up on here. You fucking with me? Yeah. Thank you so much, Rodney. $20. Jeez Louise. And you don't even have a super chat to say or anything like that. That's so appreciated.
Thank you.
We didn't expect any, honestly, going into this thing.
Yeah. I had no. I forgot you could even do a super chat. I was confused when I started seeing stuff pop up. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah. Thank you again, Rodney. Big shout out to you, Rodney. And yeah, let's see what we got next. Bob S says, Cam, if you like epic movies, you check out Jet Li's Hero. Great story, fantastic cinematography, phenomenal use of colors to tell a story. Okay, well, I haven't seen it. Zay, have you seen it?
I have not seen that. I have not seen that at all.
There we go. Something to add to the list. JG says, you both did well with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's become a cult classic, but it was a bad movie. Hey, look, everybody's got their own opinion on the movies. And one of our most controversial things so far is we did consider the Texas Chainsaw Massacre a bit campy. We used the word cheesy, but we kind of looked it up and we felt campy fit what we meant better.
Yeah.
But still, even then, a lot of people disagree with us. But hey, movies are subjective. Everybody gets their own opinion. Everybody feels about it how they feel about it. And there are plenty of things out there that we don't enjoy that a lot of people love. And there's a lot of things out there that we love that a lot of people don't enjoy. And that's just the way that movies work. It's art.
Yeah, and you'll see if you guys watch the reaction when we reviewed it, we kind of split it up into we split it into two different ratings. So you'll see. You guys go check that out if you're interested in hearing our thoughts more on it. But yeah.
Yeah. Melissa, do you guys like Twister? Did you know a sequel was coming called Twisters? I think I heard about the sequel.
Never seen Twister.
I've never seen the first one either. Yeah. So
yeah.
Okay. Something to check out.
Keep it in mind.
Roni says, man, I can't wait until you guys start watching the Evil Dead films. Your reactions always have me dying. LOL. Thank you, Roni. I'm guessing Ronnie probably, but thank you so much. The Evil Dead, definitely something on top of our list.
I've seen is there a trailer for a new one? There's a new one coming out, isn't there?
Evil Dead
I've never seen any of them.
I've seen the trailer for the new one. I've never seen any of the Evil Deads as well. But there is a movie that I'm thinking that we do. I don't think you've seen it. I know I haven't seen it. Have you seen Shaun of the Dead?
No.
I haven't seen Shaun of the Dead, but apparently it's like a big classic. It's more recent. It's like 2004 or something. But that's something we're definitely considering. Chubb says, what up, y'all? What up, Chubbs?
What up, Chubbs?
love the long discussions at the end of reactions. No one else does that. Great content, guys. Thank you, Gary.
Thank
we
you.
just want to try to get our thoughts out there and kind of establish ourselves as more than just reactors, but also somewhat reviewers as well. Julie says, for comedy, The Big Lebowski and Being John Malkovich. Haven't seen either of them. How about you?
Never seen nor heard of Being John Malkovich. I have heard of The Big Lebowski, but never seen it. So definitely, I just add to the list. Things to keep in mind.
All right. Jason says, the lady in the shower scene, Janet Leigh, is Jamie Lee Curtis's mother. I have heard about that.
Yes.
But thank you for the fun tidbit for anybody who didn't know.
Yeah.
All movies with Christopher Walken are pretty great. LOL. Mo Cowbell. Oh, what is that from? More Cowbell. Christopher Walken is great. I just don't remember what that's from.
What is that? Oh, wait, that just got me so mad. What is that from? Because I don't know what that's from, but that's all right. I'm going to think on it.
Bert Galen says, Harvey, 1950 with Jimmy Stewart. Haven't seen it. It would be the oldest movie on our channel if we do react to it. Something to look into. Have you seen United 93? I cried so hard. No. Zay, how about you?
No, I've never seen United 93.
All right. Something to consider. Would you guys consider doing foreign films? I'm not against foreign films at all. There are a little bit of like problems, I guess. It just kind of depends on what films we're reacting to. We do for right now. We don't have any plans to kind of do anything that is like made and established from like Japan and possible other countries like Japan. They're very, very strict on their copyright laws, and we don't know we're not completely certain on the impact of that. Even though we're in the United States, we don't know how that would interact with things. We've seen other reactors get their channels striked because of like anime reactions and stuff like that. So we're very hesitant about foreign films. But I think like maybe I believe there's a U.S. copyright like treaty with India, and I think that Indian films are considered under the same rules in the U.S. as U.S. are under the same rules in India. Like they're all under like fair use and stuff like that. Smokey just sat on one of my lights, so. But it depends on where it's from.
Yeah, because I know that one film Cam's seen that I have not seen. I'm probably going to get dragged in the comments for not seeing it. If you guys have seen it, is Parasite. I've never seen Parasite.
Oh, you haven't seen Parasite?
I've told you this. Yeah, we've talked about it. I still haven't seen it. I've been waiting to watch it. I'm like, because if we can find a way to react to it, then I would love to do it. So Parasite, I haven't seen. I know it's a fantastic movie. I've heard a lot about it. I don't even know like the story of it. So, I'm very interested in seeing it. So we'll see.
All right. Rodney says, you two should react to Brightburn and Cujo. I've seen Brightburn. I haven't seen Cujo.
I've seen Brightburn. I've not seen Cujo though.
There we
go.
Brightburn
was cool. Brightburn was a cool movie though.
Mon Mary, my father started me with the classics, Hitchcock, Kubrick, and Tennessee Williams adaptations. The way I knew when the new movies were just doing a bad cover of. That way I knew. Smart father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can already picture Cam's reactions during Cujo. It would be a riot. Yeah, I mean, I know it's about a big evil dog, so that scares the shit out of me already. Have you seen I've seen every Ace Ventura movie. I grew up on them as a kid. Have you seen the Ace Ventura movies? You haven't seen any of them?
I don't think so. I think maybe I've seen maybe a bit of the first one, but not the whole thing. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we definitely got to do that.
Guys, I wasn't sheltered from movies. I just never found it. I was a video game kid. I was like, let me go play a game or go play a sport.
Okay. Annie says, oh, hello. I love you guys. Hi from Scotland. If you consider the Terminators, I'm also obligated to recommend Braveheart. Yeah, because you're from Scotland. We're definitely going to do Braveheart. We have actually scheduled Braveheart and talked about Braveheart multiple times. Other things came into the picture because it is a very long movie and we just got to find the right timing for it. We're definitely going to do Braveheart at some point. And the Terminator movies. Zay, have you seen the Terminator movies?
I can tell you I've seen, I think, one or two of them. I can't tell you which ones exactly. I'd have to see who the actors are in them. Like I know I've seen two of them fully, and I've seen a bit of the other ones. You haven't seen them at all?
I don't know if I've seen any of the original Terminator movies. I obviously like knew the phrases like "I'll be back" and things like that growing up.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can't remember if I have. I was a very young kid. I don't remember anything from them really, but I have seen one of the new Terminator movies where they're all old people, where all the Terminators are like old people now.
See, I didn't watch any of the new ones, so we'll look into it. Maybe Cam and I can iron out what exactly we've seen and haven't seen, and maybe we end up doing the Terminators.
And if we both have seen one of the Terminators, or if we both have seen a movie, we can always bring a guest on that hasn't seen the movie, and it's the first time watching again. We're definitely not opposed to that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Curtis says the Happy Time Murders is so underrated. Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it either.
Have you seen the Gremlins, Isaiah?
I've seen the Gremlins.
Okay,
I love the Gremlins.
Luke says, even if every reactor has done them, the people are reacting different, so it's nice to see different perspectives. That's very true, Luke.
100%.
Screwjob says, just an FYI, if you do The Godfather 1, 2, and 3, watch 1 and 2, watch 3 as well. Some say it's bad, but I think that's just because it's not as good as 1 and 2, but you might think it is as good, if not greater. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
If we're going to do a trilogy or something like that, we're probably going to go through everything. I think the only thing we're not going to do, unless we hear otherwise, is that we're probably never going to watch The Exorcist 2, because everybody says to ignore that movie. Everybody says just go straight to number 3. And we do plan on getting to Exorcist 3 at some point. But as of right now, we don't have any intention on watching number 2, unless we hear differently. The Producers would be a good one. I'll take Sharknado. Do not encourage his bad
movies.
Habits.
Wait, but come on now. Hear me out.
And
drunk documentaries and bad movies.
Watch Cosmo's drunk documentary. Oh, yeah. Something.
If we do bad movies and documentaries drunk, then it's like it makes it a good reaction. I'm just saying.
Julia says drunk docs is a marvelous idea. Okay, good to know. We've got someone supporting the idea. Melissa says all your dog sounds cute. Saying. Oh,
you missed. Just Jason said my dog looks like a gremlin. LOL. She's a hairless Chinese crested.
Jason. Oh, got you. Jonathan says, I was just going to suggest watching bad movies drunk. Stop, guys. Do not give him the bad movies.
I'm telling you. I would
rather watch documentaries drunk.
We can watch bad movies too. Yeah. Come on. You know how funny it would be to see like the most outlandish, like terrible CGI or the worst action ever hammered.
I'll never forget. Okay, I'm going to give everybody a spoiler for I think it was like Jaws 3, by the way. I remember laughing so hard when I saw this, right? I shit you not. Because this is not like how Jaws 1 is like or anything like that. And if I'm talking about the wrong movie, my bad. But I was watching a shark movie, and they were in like an underwater like facility, right? Where like you can look out the windows and there's water. And they're like, they're like, oh no. They're like, oh no, the shark is coming at the window, and you just see like a JPEG of a shark go like this. Yeah, it was the worst. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
Do a drunk Meerkat Manor reaction. Oh, is that like a Meerkat documentary possibly?
I hope so.
Oh, Jason says thanks about her little demon dog. Julia, maybe you could watch movie musicals drunk and interpret them. May I suggest 1998 Cats?
Can we watch the new Cats movie?
No,
Can we watch the new Cats movie? Come on. Oh my gosh. Come on. Don't you want to live a little?
I want to use my time wisely. Okay.
Yeah. And that's wise.
We're going to get like 30 views, but everyone's going to fucking love it. That's what's
exactly.
Happen. Okay.
It's quality over quantity, Cameron. Quality views.
Hearts. Thank you, Antonio. Yeah, you remember Holograph you've seen before. It's unique. Okay, so maybe I've just seen the clip. Dennis says, would you like to react to Walking? Would like to see you react to Walking Tall 1973. Okay, haven't seen it. Something to add to the list for sure. Bob S says, you're in Florida, Cam. Hi, neighbor. Duned in here. Oh, how you doing, fellow Floridian? Okay, Kimberly says Little Miss Sunshine so good. Yeah, a lot of people are bringing up Little Miss Sunshine. Jason says drunk documentaries. Yes. What about horror movies and night vision? I don't. Oh, okay. I kind of see what you're saying here. I am concerned about my cortisol levels. So that is what raises when you're stressed out. And if you make me turn the only lights I have in here off, you're gonna just see my dilated pupils just freaking out the entire time. Okay, what about you,
Oh,
Zay? What do you think about
what
horror movies
I
and night vision?
I'm always down for everything. So come on, man. I what? Don't give that face. You're scared to see. Look, he gets nervous. I'm getting people backing some ideas. He's
Oh,
getting
gosh.
nervous.
Okay, all right. JG mentions. Okay, so JG mentions Glory. So we were gonna do Glory for Black History Month because it's like the number one most suggested movie for Black History Month. I think was Glory. But me and him took a military history class, and I'm pretty sure we saw the movie.
We saw that.
Yeah.
Great movie. Absolutely fantastic movie.
Oh yes, yeah.
The
I got
Thing.
really The Thing. That was yep. Service.
Yeah.
The Thing was definitely the top puker moment. You've destroyed your gut biome and it's rebelling. Well, I think he's taking a nap right now, thankfully.
Alexander said, just two below that, seems like you have a really loyal group of followers. Would you ever do a PO box like some other reactors? I feel like we've discussed this a little bit, but not.
Yeah, potentially. It's out of the picture, but the thing is well, he's in New York, I'm in Florida right now, so one of us would have to have the PO box and then like maybe ship things to the other person or something like that. So
it's not out of the realm of possibility. We'd have to iron out more details on it. So, I mean, we'll keep you guys in the loop if it ever becomes reality.
And if YouTube ever becomes something that is like a viable career option for us, which we have no idea how everything's going to pan out, but if it does, we're probably going to end up being in the same area, reacting to things together, like in the same room and stuff like that, and potentially having a studio, and maybe we have a PO box then.
Yeah.
So Sarah says, just until that ball of fire in your stomach reaches the other end, Cam. Yeah. Oh gosh, that's gonna be. Melissa says Allegiant Air. Oh, cool. And you do Florida shuttles. Nice.
Perfect. Legionnaire it is.
Carolyn says, just here to say congratulations. So happy for you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, Carolyn. It really does mean a lot. Julia says, don't let the dog lick your tears. Yeah, that would have been a disaster.
Oh, you see Joseph's right there? Right below it?
Yeah, Dance with the Wolves was so good. You got to meet most of the cast at a powwow. The perks
That's
of being
cool.
a native. Wow,
that's really cool.
Dope. JT, Kyle, congrats, Cam and say thank you, JT or
Thank you.
Jathy. I've seen you around in the comments as well, so good to see you here. Gallon says, congrats on 10,000. Next stop, 10 billion. That's exactly what we were thinking. But maybe we just make the next goal 10
That's
billion.
the next goal is 10 billion. We just got to make people reproduce enough to have. We're about 3 billion people shy on this earth right now.
Yeah.
So, but if we can go to another
planet.
planet.
9 now. I think we're at 9.
Oh, we're at 9. Oh, so we're almost there. Then we just have to have all the babies subscribe as well.
Yeah. We got to get everybody up on this. Bob says, if you do, we've got some people shouting out Smokey. Okay, Thank you guys. Bob says, if you do a DC movie, actually do a movie that started all, you should check out Richard Donner Superman. I know I haven't seen that.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely haven't seen that. Richard Donner Superman.
The Batman versus Superman animated with Mark Hamill as Joker is very good. Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Oh, Luke, your parents have a golden. They are the neediest dogs. Not mine. My dog is, as ironic as that was, because I had to just pick him up on my lap for a little bit. My dog is like a shadow. One of them, and I don't want to like brag, but he's like really well behaved. He just follows me everywhere I go. Very quiet. He walks very well next to me when we go on walks and stuff like that. And he's very, very good. Very good boy. The 66 Batman movie is a pile of fun. Good to know.
Okay.
Still suggesting
Lonesome Dove. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Do you regret him naming him Smokey after watching Friday? Actually, no, because Smokey, I named him before I watched Friday, so I can't do anything about it. I'm not going to regret something like that because I can't change it, and I'm not going to change it. One of those pups get attached. Once those pups get attached, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Batman versus Superman fight over here. Have you seen Spaceballs?
I have. Yes, I have seen Spaceballs. That's hilarious. That's a great movie.
I've seen clips of it, and I just don't know if I don't know if I've seen the whole thing. But
I know.
If
I've
we
seen
do
it.
react to Spaceballs, we'll probably get another person in on it, maybe a girl or something like that. That way we know somebody who's watching it hasn't seen it. So you ready for all the Tina love, real quick?
I know. Oh my.
Tina,
Jeez.
Tina.
Hi, Tina. Hey, Tina. Hi, Tina. Tina. Tina's beautiful.
Tina's
Thank you.
beautiful. Tina, you're gorgeous. Okay.
I told her to look at the comments on the stream, and she sent me the like emoji with like the eyes that are like aw. So
Yep.
she appreciates all the highs and the compliments, guys.
Had to get
She's
the big
very
shout
camera
out
shy.
for her
She's
here.
camera shy.
We're getting closer to the end here. Okay.
Yeah.
Out through these. Smokey has not looked away from Cam's face. Yeah, Smokey. So I was working before I was working. I took school off and I was working. I was trying to support myself by just working. I was a server and it was really hard. And my dad said he would help me out if I went back to school and finished my degree. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm finishing my degree, but there was like a month or two where I wasn't working anymore and I was getting ready for school, but I wasn't in school. And that's when I got Smokey. So I got Smokey and I spent 24/7 with him for the first like 2 months. I got him at like 7 weeks old. So he's been very attached growing up. And he's a big lover boy.
People don't really get to ever see this, but when Cameron's setup was switched before and his bed was in the background, when we were recording, Cameron would be sitting there and Smokey would be on the bed just staring at him. Just staring at him. Just like
you might
this.
be able to see it on some of the Patreon full-length reactions.
And then he would try to fight Cameron.
Yeah, he put his paw on my shoulder and stuff like that.
So he loves him. Smokey's a gem.
Have we seen any of the James Bond movies?
I've seen GoldenEye.
You have? Okay, I've seen most of the Daniel Craig ones, but I haven't seen any of the other ones.
I think I've seen maybe I have seen a couple. Oh no, I've seen Casino Royale too.
Yeah, Casino Royale is really good.
That's like the one I think that most people have seen.
Okay. Also, if you guys don't know, you only get 70% of super chats, and that's if people use desktop. It's less if people use iPhone as Apple and takes a cut. And then you should be well, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. The support. Again,
we don't. Oh no, go on.
Yeah, the support that you guys show, regardless of who gets it, it's one of those things like the thought that counts, regardless. The fact that you're even willing to donate any kind of money, regardless of how it gets split up, it really does mean a lot. So thank you guys so much. And if you guys want to show more support, you can pay $5 a month and check out our Patreon, and you get some bonuses for that. We could do more than just answer your question like we do on here. We can offer you full-length reactions to stuff. So check that out if you're interested. Zay, I know you're going to say something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, we didn't come in here expecting super chats in the first place. The fact that people were willing to super chat, doesn't matter how much it is. It could be a penny. It's guys, keep in mind we're here because we enjoy it and we love the engagement. So your support is more than enough for us. But we thank everybody again for all the support.
Absolutely. Melissa says you guys should see Space 1999, old school sci-fi. Good to know. Haven't seen it. I'm sure Zay, you haven't seen it either.
I have not seen that. No.
All right. Annie says, "Oh my gosh, just went back to watch the chip challenge. RIP, your insides are gonna wake up in the middle of the night and it's not going to be pleasant. Trust me, it's already happening currently.
He doesn't
have to go to sleep first."
Oh yes, Julia Foundflix. That's who I was talking about. That's the person that does Ending Explained. Yeah, he's hilarious. He's very, very well done videos too. Very well done videos.
Okay, shout out to him. Clever says, "Congrats, dude. You are awesome. Big hug from Brazil. With big hug from America. Shout out to Brazil. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for the kind words." Okay, so have you ever watched the Hunger Games or the Maze Runner series? I have read every Maze Runner book. I have seen the first and the second movie. I haven't watched the third one. And I have seen all of the Hunger Games movies, and I've read the last book of the Hunger Games. And regardless of what Isaiah has or hasn't seen, if he hasn't seen any of these, fantastic, perfect, we'll do it. If he has seen it, we will find somebody that hasn't, because for the Hunger Games at least, because I think the Hunger Games is a great series, and I would love to have like reactions to that on our channel. Being able to get to watch it again and review it, and having someone on there that hasn't seen it as well would be fantastic. Say, what do you know about these movies?
I've hold on one sec. My stepdad's calling me. Real quick. I've read all the Hunger Game books, seen all the Hunger Game movies. I've read the Maze Runner books, never seen any of the movies. Just give me one quick second, Cam.
Yeah, just make sure you mute your mic and
Yep.
everything. Okay, cool. I'll read some of these comments here. Melissa says, your mic's not muted, my friend. Okay. Melissa says, I love your shirts, Cam. Seriously, your trademark. Zay, it's your hoodies. Yeah, Zay does rock the hoodies. I rock the flower shirts. I do love these shirts. This is one of the reasons why I decided to wear it for the live stream, is because I love the floral shirts. Jason says, Captain Howdy was messing with Cam's lights. Hey, don't freak me out right now, okay? That was my dog. It wasn't a ghost. Cam, you didn't tell him goodbye on the. Why are you guys doing this to me? Do not do this to me, please. Do not team up on me. His bed will be shaking tonight. Please stop. It was my dog. If my bed starts shaking, I'm gonna freak out, and I'm going to blame you guys specifically. Clever says, I love to see you reacting to Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I haven't seen it. Zay, have you seen the new Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio?
I have not. I have not seen that.
Perfect. We got a couple people in the chat screwing with me, telling me that there was a ghost messing with my lights. Jackie says, have you seen Train to Busan or Hitchcock's Rope? Train to Busan or Hitchcock? I haven't seen either, and Train to Busan has a lot of positive word, so I would be excited to watch that one.
It's Train to Busan is one that I have actually, Tina and I have thought about watching several times, but we will keep it in mind. I've heard good things about it. I want to watch it, so yeah, keep it in mind. Maybe we drag her on there for it, because I know she will want to see it.
We're getting into the last 20 minutes of the comments, so we're catching up here.
Nice.
Jet Li's Fearless. Haven't seen it. Definitely interested. I don't know.
Never seen that either.
Bruce, is Jet Li his son?
No, two different Lees. Li versus
Oh, that's
LE.
right. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Well, screw me then. I failed English in high school, guys. Give me a break.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Shaun of the Dead would be awesome. Definitely. Yeah, definitely consider that. Your brother and your brother and you disagree on movies all the time. Yep, movies are subjective. That's just how it goes. More cowbells from a Saturday Night Live skit. Gotcha.
Yes. Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
JG says, for a classic old sci-fi, watch Forbidden Planet from 1956. You get to see young Leslie Nielsen before he did comedy and before he had white hair. I've seen comments bringing up this movie. So, yeah, I loved Leslie Nielsen when we got introduced to him in Airplane and then Naked Gun. He was awesome. So to see him before he got into comedy would be interesting.
I would. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I agree 100%. I'd definitely be interested to see some young Leslie Nielsen. I've never heard of Forbidden Planet, and that's an older movie, 1956. So that'd be interesting to go in. I like watching the older movies.
Yeah, for sure. You want to start reading some? I'll start clicking on those.
Yeah. So Isabel Ledger said, "Love you guys. Great classic masterpieces. 12 Angry Men. You both will love it. It's masterful. Never heard of it. I wonder when it's from or how old it is, but I've never actually heard of it before. Really?
I've heard of it. It's very old, if I got it right.
Okay.
But I haven't seen it.
So. Yeah, I haven't seen it either. It looks like Cesarevich also confirmed that just below. 12 Angry Men is great. It's a classic.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
He also says, Inherit the Wind is also a great courtroom drama. Okay.
All right. Inherit the Wind. Okay, I like it. Courtroom drama. That'd be interesting to see.
Black Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
Another fellow Twitch chatter, somebody who came from our YouTube over to Zay's Twitch and talks to us while we play video games and stuff. Cool.
So proud of you guys. Thank you, Black Loki. It's been a grind, man. We're enjoying it, loving it, taking it all in. So we appreciate the support.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this movie was a disaster. I think I've seen it. I know I've seen the worst parts of it.
Oh, Human Centipede? Yeah, I know I've seen like some of the most diabolical pieces of it, but oh god, that you have to be sick to come up with a movie like that. Like you really do.
Have you?
Carolyn said, "Have you guys seen Red and Red 2?" Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Funny and clever. Though that name sounds super familiar.
I believe they're old men that are like that are like action heroes or something. I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen those. Those names sound super familiar, so we'll keep it in mind and definitely circle back, possibly.
I think I've seen the first one. but
Have
I
you really?
don't know about
Okay.
the second one.
Kiwi Jello said, just sub. Been watching you guys for a couple weeks. Congrats on 10K. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the content. We're gonna keep pumping it out for you. And yeah, make sure to send us some suggestions. Movies and series you want us to watch.
It's crazy. It's like you know where it is in the digestive tract. Oh fuck that chip! It's coming back. I don't know how it goes away and comes back.
It's a fighter. It's a fighter, you know. It refuses to lose. Per Kayla said, Three Amigos with Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short is hilarious. That sounds like it would be hilarious, actually. And I would be very interested in seeing that. Because I know I haven't seen that. Never even heard of it. What about you?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it. That would be great to check out. JG, $10. Thank you so much, JG. We did respond to this question. I guess you put it also in the super chat. But thank you again, JG. That Cesarevich, that does mean a lot, man. Of course, you know you don't need to do that. And speaking of which, Rob comes in with $39.
Come on, Rob. Thank you so much, but come on, man.
You don't need to do this.
You don't need to do it. Keep your guys' money, guys.
Well, I guess if YouTube takes 30%, this covers my share. Awesome seeing all the support for you guys. Rob, you are the man, Rob. You are the man. You didn't need to do that. We explained how it's just a thought that counts, but man, thank you so much, Rob. You know what? I think we need to invent a word that's like the next level beyond thank you. You know, like
let's see, what are some synonyms for thank you?
No, it's got to be better than thank you, because this is like unbelievable. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, interesting. Bob says that Gremlins was one of the movies that started the call for a rating between PG and R, hence PG-13. What?
That is interesting. Wow, really? That's actually very interesting. I wonder why.
Stop encouraging him.
Yes. 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 If we do a poll, that's how we decide. Yeah, we do a poll on YouTube. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. We do a poll, and then that decides it. Caddyshack. I've heard of Caddyshack. Carolyn said Caddyshack. I never seen. Have I? No, I haven't seen Caddyshack, but I have heard of that. I think that's a pretty popular movie, if I'm not mistaken. But Caleb, have you seen Caddy?
It's a popular movie. I think that movie has what's his name in it from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's gonna hurt you. But yeah,
we draw blanks like this all the time too.
Yeah,
it's
homeboy from National Lampoon.
Yeah, yeah, you know him. Yeah,
I could be wrong though, but I think it's about golf or something. And yeah, we both haven't seen it. Definitely something to add to the list. We got a bunch of Forbidden Planet.
I third it.
TLS says it was Jaws 3D with the aquarium scene. The Jaws 3D bad scene was for Old Style 3D. That was Jaws 3. And JG says Jaws 4 was worse. Carolyn agrees. Okay. What is this right here? Jason says, "Hey Cam, seen the new Scream without Zay? Give Zay Sharknado." Well, he can go watch that without me. How about that? And why don't we call that even?
It's not the same. So we're gonna watch it together and react.
Torrin Rain Reloaded said 2 movies I would suggest is The Faculty and Disturbing Behavior. Never heard of either. Interesting.
Never heard of either of those as well. Faculty maybe, but Disturbing Behavior I know I definitely haven't heard of.
Okay. Vallejo says, "Hi, arriving in late, but glad to make it from California." Well, glad to have you.
Shout out Cali.
Yeah, we are getting close now. We're at the last 13 minutes of comments. You guys do not berate us here, okay? But we do appreciate the comments so much. It really does mean a lot. Super chats, non-super chats, all the questions, all the support. It really does mean so much. I think you guys should react to Borat. Have you seen Borat, Zay?
I have seen Borat. If you haven't, I would 100% watch it.
I've seen Borat. The missile. Can you make it pointy?
Pointy. Damn, man, that's such a good movie. That's such a good movie.
You want to read it?
Jeremy Scott said, "You guys are so fun no matter what you're watching. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've been trying, it's been a grind, guys. It's been an absolute grind. We appreciate all the support, and we're glad that you guys are entertained by us. Oh yeah, you gotta click the one right below. This is so fun fact. I was in a fraternity in college, and when you're in a fraternity, you take what's called a little. So you basically like their mentor to some extent. You get like a lineage and stuff, kind of like a family. This is my little Brendan. I actually just saw him last weekend. I went up to Binghamton, said, "Congrats, baby, huge milestone." That's my boy. Love you, Brendan. Thank you for all the support, man. It was great to see you, and definitely gonna link up with you soon again. And he said, "Yeah, that's my
Shout
boy."
out to you,
Thank you.
Screwdriver says, have you guys seen the epitome of 80s action movies, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Commando, and what about Sylvester Stallone's Rambo series?
I shockingly haven't seen Commando or Rambo, any of the Rambos.
I have not seen Commando or any of the Rambos either. I have seen My Action Hero with Arnold
I have
Schwarzenegger.
seen that. I've seen My Action Hero. That was a good movie.
That's the one where they're at the theater, right? And like they go through the screen or whatever. Okay. Spoiler alert. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I can't control it, but I do want to try to prevent spoiling shit. Torrin says, you want to read it?
Yeah, I think the Pink Panther reaction was my favorite one from you, and it was my first time watching it. I was damn near flatline from how funny that movie was. It was a hilarious movie. It really was. Super well done, and I was very happy about it.
Yeah. Dave B says, I'm so sorry I missed the beginning of this. Oh, it's okay, Dave. You can always scroll back, and when we're finished, the recording will be there for everybody to see. What's scarier?
Okay. What's scarier? Paranormal based? Paranormal for me all day. I like slasher horror, but I never found it as scary. Very suspenseful, but paranormal, it does something to me. I don't like it.
Here's my take. I have a very complicated answer to this question.
Here we go.
I think paranormal based horror is those are usually the scarier movies. Because when I watch a movie, I suspend in disbelief a lot. I am not the biggest believer in ghosts, but the idea of like a slasher going around killing someone in real life, I think obviously to me would be more realistic and more possible. So there's like a more realistic, scary aspect to the slasher type horror. But then also growing up, the paranormal movies scare me the most. And I have ways to defend myself against a slasher in real life. I have no way to defend myself if ghosts are real and there's a paranormal thing happening to me. So at the end of the day, I would probably err it on the side of paranormal as well.
Here, my only thing with paranormal, there was one time Cam and I were watching Paranormal Activity, and all right, he has speakers at his house.
This is when I lived in New York, and we were together. He would come over and stuff like that.
They had a picture on the speaker. We didn't realize it was like a subwoofer. So we're watching in this one part. We're just enjoying the movie, and the picture just falls over. So now we're looking at each other like, that's weird.
Yeah.
So we put it back up, and it does it again, and we go, oh, okay. So clearly we're haunted, and there's no other. We eventually realized, obviously, it was not us being haunted.
The base of the speakers or whatever.
But we were looking at each other and
I was like, why is it gotta be my picture? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a picture of you that kept falling. That's why I was like, you're done. That's it. They chose you. I just gotta go home.
All right, go ahead if you want to read that one.
Folsom said it would be awesome to see more Tarantino. Inglourious Basterds is a must. I've seen Inglourious Basterds. I don't know. You've seen it too?
I've seen a lot of Tarantino. I think Tarantino is one of my favorite directors of all time.
Yeah.
Kubrick is as well, just from the few I've seen from Kubrick. We do want to do more Kubrick, like Clockwork Orange and Passive Glory, and Tarantino movies that we both haven't seen, or like the Kill Bill movies. We haven't seen those. So, and what we can get Isaiah watching other Kill Bill Tarantino movies. I think my favorite Tarantino movie is probably The Hateful Eight, which might be controversial, but
that's funny too, because first we'll do Melissa's, but someone actually mentioned that it was surprisingly good. Julia mentioned that The Hateful Eight was surprisingly good.
Yeah, The Hateful Eight is probably my favorite Tarantino movie. Even Django was really freaking good too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Melissa said, "What's your favorite alcoholic drink?" Me personally, I know what Cameron's is. At least if I'm not mistaken, it's I'll let him answer.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Mojito, right? Your favorite thing's a mojito?
That's my favorite mixed drink. Yeah.
Mixed drink. So I guess what would be like your liquor of choice if you had to? You don't really like
it. My liquor of choice would be rum, because mojito's rum. But I think there's a lot. I think beer. There's a lot that beer does good for. Like I think beer would be better when you're like out at an event, like or like at the beach or with your buddies at like a pool party, stuff like
Okay.
that. I don't know if I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna go mix up a mojito.
Mojito.
I think beers are more convenient, and I do like beers, but they're more fattening and stuff. So I think mojito would probably be a good answer for me. What about you?
I'm very basic. I'm a rum and coke guy. Or Jack and Coke, I should say. Very Jack and Coke guy. That's been my go-to drink for a long time. It's typically what I drink if I am having drinks, if we're watching a reaction or if I'm on stream. So yeah, rum and Coke or Jack and Coke, either one. They're kind of interchangeable to me.
There we go. Sergio says, are you guys more into physical comedy like the Three Stooges in the attic scene in Christmas Vacation, or wordplay like the Marx Brothers and Clark's interactions with Cousin Eddie? We're physical all the way. It has to be.
I love physical.
We think that the wordplay is really fun, and it's something you can do at any point in time. But there's like a momentum that builds when Isaiah and I are watching something physical. If it keeps going, then we start bouncing off of each other, and like even when like someone gets like really angry because of something that's happening to them, like I would say physical unless you have a different opinion.
I would say physical, although I do like wordplay. I'm a big fan of wordplay when it's done well and they're clever with it. But wordplay I feel like has always been like that's like kind of like the reaction is like I see what you did there. Physical can have Cam and I laughing and crying. So
all right. Dave says both 12 Angry Men movies are excellent, 1957-ish and remake. Okay, good to know.
All right.
Melissa, what was the most boring movie you've ever seen? Oh, I don't want to.
Oh no, Midsommar's up there. I'll tell you that right now. I will tell you that wholeheartedly. Midsommar really was trying to fight for that spot. Man, most boring movie I've ever seen.
That's a good question.
A really good question.
I don't want to be a douche. Okay, all I'm gonna say
to be you.
All I'm gonna say is I love. So I don't think this is the most boring movie I've ever seen, but it definitely was not nearly as fun as I expected it. I couldn't even finish the movie.
Okay.
I was watching Black Adam, and I love superhero movies. I tried watching Black Adam. It was just too generic for me. I personally couldn't get through it, but I wouldn't say it was boring. It was just very like. It was just felt really generic to me. So I don't know about boring though. What about you, Zay? Do you have any thoughts?
I'm telling you, it's Midsommar. I would have rathered. Okay. I'm telling you, I would have rather watched Paint Dry. No offense if people like that movie. I can't stand that movie. But I was gonna say something after that. Damn, I don't know where I was going with it. If it comes back to me, I'll come back. But yeah, Midsommar is probably like I can't really think of any other movie that really had me. Like, when is this gonna end? So I would say Midsommar.
Yeah, I would have to think about it. I'm sure there are some movies out there that I felt boring, but I think even bad movies cannot be boring. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like they can be so bad they're entertaining.
Right, or even so bad, or even just a bad movie, but like stuff is happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just events are occurring.
Yeah, that's a good question though, Melissa. I'll have to think about that one more.
Yes, Folsom. Wait, Zay has a Twitch. I do. Twitch is linked in the bottom of any of the videos. If you click on any of our videos, I don't know if it's linked in the actual channel. Is it? Probably not.
It's not in the channel, but any video besides like this one, you'll find the link for in the description for Zay's Twitch.
It's Defied Zay. There's actually I have the courtesy of Tina, that little LED sign, DEIFIED Zay. Find me on Twitch. Cam and I play all sorts of games on there. We try to play co-op games, ones that require us to cooperate because, well, you'll have to come and see why they always end up in one of us raging.
And for you horror fans, we have played some horror games every now and then, and that gives me heart attacks. You want to hear us scream? You know, watching horror movies are very scary, but when you are the character, when you are in control of where you're moving and you have to run and something comes out and scares the shit out of you, that makes me scream. I have to like leave for a second. Like I've had to leave my chair and just calm down for a second because my heart is so brutal.
If you want to see a genuine scream from me, like terror, go onto my Twitch, go into my clips, and sort by most popular. It'll be us in the back rooms, and it is me. I screamed, and it was not over exact. Oh no, don't talk about it. I didn't do you dirty.
Eddie, you did me so dirty. We're playing the back rooms, and you can see it on his Twitch. Check it out. You can go to the clip section. We're playing the back rooms. I'm getting chased by a monster. I'm losing my mind. This man, I'm screaming for help. I'm like, Zay, help, Zay, help. He goes into a room and shuts the door and like holds the door shut on me or whatever and like hides in the corner. I can't get through the door anymore and I get killed from the monster. My voice gets cut off and he's just sitting there like, oh,
he's like, Zay, open the door, open the door. It seemed like a skill issue. Personally, I just, I was thinking of the greater good, man. It's okay.
Okay. Sandra says, have you seen any music videos from The Lonely Island? Yeah, Lonely Island's fun. I've seen a couple of their music videos.
I have as well.
There are 3 Human Centipede movies. Well, there are
terrible.
3 movies we won't be watching. No, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to have a puke bucket though if we get into those.
Oh,
Cam's got a chest burster. Yeah, my heart. Is that what you're talking about?
I know what they're talking about. Okay. Rodney said the Man with No Name trilogy, A Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly are all great westerns. Okay.
I've heard great things about The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I've not seen it though.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly I have also heard good things about, and I've never seen it. So yeah, I would definitely be interested in checking those out. I like the western style movies.
It's good to know that this is like a trilogy though, so maybe we should watch these other ones first.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of movie to react to? That's a good question.
That's kind of tough too. Man,
yeah,
favorite.
Way.
You want me to take it away? I'd say my favorite kind to react to. Man, it's definitely a toss up between comedy and horror. I enjoy those the most. I think.
I agree.
I'd probably go horror, even though we haven't done too many of them. I do thoroughly enjoy us doing horror reactions because we are locked in. So
I would say comedy and horror, and I would probably lean to comedy because I feel like laughing is such a fun thing and being afraid is not. So that's kind of my distinction there. But I do think horror is like second place. I think I have a much better time like seeing people's responses to like the horror movies and stuff and like getting to like see small moments where I know a jump scare is going to happen and I get to like see my reaction then like and your reaction too. Like those are better moments like after the movie, but comedy is probably better for me like during the movie. Okay. Yeah. Phil, another guy from Zay's Twitch comes on over and says, "Hey Cam and Zay, proud of you both. Where's the after party stream where's the after party stream? LOL." Thank you so much, Phil. It means a lot. Zay,
thank you, Phil.
That's
I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Because poor Tina's been sitting upstairs by herself, so might not do a stream tonight. Maybe I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. Not 100%. If I do, it would probably wouldn't even be till like 11:30ish. Almost 12, be kind of late. So maybe just planning on next Friday doing like a bigger stream and then I'll maybe do some small ones throughout the week.
Yeah, I'm going to try to like lay down and not let my stomach explode. So yeah, we'll have to see that. We'll have to see, probably not though today. But next Friday we'll probably get it going. All right. Yes.
Well, oh no, don't skip over Folsom and Julia saying poll. Let the rabble decide. Yeah.
I don't know. This could be talking about anything.
We know what it's talking about.
Talking about anything. I've seen Meet the Spartans. Fun thing. I don't believe I've seen 300. Well. So have you?
You haven't seen 300? I've seen 300. I've seen Meet the Spartans.
But I have seen Meet the Spartans, so I have an idea of how 300 might play out. The penguin from Meet the Spartans is hilarious. Will you be checking out the weekend new show called The Idol? It's made by people who make Euphoria. I had no intention on it. Maybe but potentially
keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it in mind.
Rob says if in the chat agreed. When's the after party stream? Again, probably not tonight. Zay's got to.
Cam's in critical condition.
I'm in critical condition, and no. Zay's girlfriend deserves some attention. So potentially next week. Valea says, saw the Friday, the reaction the other day. Ironically, my family took a photo booth with my family and my kid held up by Felicia. Didn't know it was from the Friday, the movie. LOL. Yeah,
we didn't
either.
even realize it. Yeah, that was funny when we realized it. There's a lot of modern, or just like, modern like things in. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Things that came from that movie that people say.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Luke says The Faculty is one of my favorites from the 90s. Good to know. Good to
All
know.
right. Yeah.
Have you? Okay, what you want to read? You want to read that?
Yeah. Yes. JG said, I assume you've both seen the original 1984 Ghostbusters with Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, etc. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Seen the sequels. I don't believe.
Oh, I have, but I would definitely be down to react to those.
Cool. You want to read the next few?
Yeah. Bob S said you should check out Deliverance. It starts as an adventure, returns to a slow burn thriller with particularly disturbing scene. All good. Don't have to apologize.
I think it means one particularly disturbing.
One particularly disturbing scene. Yeah, I've heard about Deliverance. I want to see it, so I would definitely be down to check it out. I don't know if Cam has seen it.
I don't think I have either. Definitely want to check out.
All right, so keep it in mind. Philip said Arrival is a good movie to react to. I haven't seen Arrival either.
It is a good movie. I've seen it, yeah, but we could do it with you. That would be fun. Okay.
Dave said you'd enjoy the Sharknado movies. They're silly movies, but addictive.
Do not encourage this, man. I'm trying to tell you, this is not a good thing.
I'm telling you guys, he's just such a negative Nelly,
No, they're bad. They're bad movies.
And that's what makes them great. Scott said if you guys haven't seen them, watch Draft Day and Gettysburg. I've seen Gettysburg. I have not seen Draft Day.
I don't think I've seen either. So.
Oh, okay. Keep it in mind. Training Day. I haven't seen. Yeah, City Project said another movie suggestion. Training Day. I have not seen Training Day. Cam, have you?
I don't believe so.
That's that's a pretty popular movie.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Phil.
Phil, I slept with my lights on for 3 full days after watching the first Paranormal Activity.
I don't think I slept. The same thing. Yep.
Torian Rain Reloaded said a movie I would also suggest is The Players Club. It's an Ice Cube film with some actors from Friday in it too. Bernie Mac is in the movie too. I've heard of Players Club, but I've never seen it. What about you, Ken?
Me neither. Yeah.
So cool. Keep it in mind. I like all the suggestions.
So many things to add to the list. So it's good.
I want you to be aware. I've been writing down all the suggestions. 101 suggestions.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot. All different. No copycats. All different.
Nice.
Just Jason. Jason said, have you seen any of the Conjuring films? They're based on the real investigations of Ed and Lorraine Warren. I have. I think I've seen most of the. Oh, wait. We just did this the other day, Cam. Have I seen Conjuring? I don't think I've seen Conjuring. I've seen Insidious.
I
think I mixed them up. I mixed them up last time.
I have no idea what you have and haven't seen, but we were talking about Conjuring and Insidious. I have never seen any of the Conjuring movies. I have never seen any of the Insidious movies. See, there you go, horror films. I know there have been a few movies I've seen that Zay haven't, but when it comes to horror movies,
we didn't watch Insidious movies together?
Nope. I promise you, I have never seen an Insidious movie.
We didn't watch any Insidious movies together.
Nope. That little boy on the cover, I didn't fuck with him. I never watched that movie. I've never seen any Conjuring or Insidious movie.
The worst part, no, because the worst part is because I want to ask, because I have a question to ask that would definitely confirm.
No. I promise I've never seen those movies.
I don't remember.
I've seen. No, I've never seen. I've seen Haunted House, the spoof movies. I think they might have covered aspects of them. Like the Haunted House 2 had Annabelle in it.
So then we've only watched all the Paranormal Activities together.
Probably, yeah. I remember watching every Paranormal Activity.
Okay.
But yeah, I've never seen Insidious or Conjuring movies. Once Upon a Time, Hollywood is tied with Kill Bill 1 for my favorite James Bond. Okay, cool. Good to know.
All right. John said, definitely check out Kubrick's Lolita. If you haven't seen it yet, it stars Peter Sellers from The Pink Panther, Dr. Strangelove. Terrific film. Yeah, I have it on the list over here, so we'll definitely look into it and possibly get a reaction up for it. Sandra said The Others is a great Paranormal Activity. The Others, I've actually never heard of that one, but I like it. I like paranormal movies, so that would definitely be a fun one to react to.
Yeah, we're also considering The Omen.
Yes. Jerome in Seattle said, just saying hey from Seattle. Shout out Seattle. You guys have some of the best reactions. Appreciate you both. We appreciate you. Thank you. Your kind words mean a lot to us, and all the support means a bunch. So thank you.
Thank you, Jerome. I recognize you from the comments, so glad to see you here.
Julia, for physical comedy, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is Chef's Kiss. Interesting. Okay. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I've never even heard of that. Huh.
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. I know it's a comedy, though, of course. But yeah, okay.
Okay.
Something to consider.
Dave, the Belgian movie Close is gut-wrenching. Should win a bunch of awards this year. I just watched that and cried. Really? Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, interesting. I'll put it down. Keep it in mind. Man, if it's gut-wrenching, then we'll see how Cameron fares if we react to it.
Yeah. Also, The Whale I've heard is pretty good, but I haven't seen that yet. But
yeah,
we might get into that at some point. Cam got PTSD from Phasmophobia. Yeah, I have. I don't like horror games. They're terrifying. Donk says, congratulations, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
DeWonk Shorts. Okay, you want to keep going?
Yeah, Melissa, the worst movie I've seen was Left Behind. I had to rest on the seat in front of me, and someone asked me if I was going to puke. Almost. Really? Left Behind. Have you ever heard of that?
No. But if you were going to puke, then I would probably puke. So
yeah, it's gonna be close. Yeah, if you were gonna puke, Cam might just that might be his tipping. Adrian said another live stream at 20K. When do you predict that might be? 3 months, 6 months, 9, 12. We are aiming for 20K by end of the year, 25 by next April. So like another full year for the channel being up. But we'll see. Who knows? We're gonna aim for the end of this year, but maybe it happens quicker. We're gonna try to get our uploads back in game.
Yeah, and if you guys are enjoying this type of format, we could do more live streams more often. We are still, for any of you Game of Thrones fans out there, very soon we are gonna do a Game of Thrones live stream where we can like do a tier list of characters and thoughts on the show, talk to everybody about their thoughts and stuff like that. So we might do a live stream after we finish a show like The Last of Us or something, or after like a series of movies. If you guys like the live stream format, we might do more Q&As. That's still up in the air, but
yeah,
it's not guaranteed, or it's not like only every milestone we're going to do a live stream. There's definitely potential for other times. For live streams. Have you seen Due Date?
No, I have not. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
I have. Really funny.
Okay. Sandra said The Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage would be a great drunk react. Also want to throw in Tombstone for Westerns. Okay, so I'll put those down. Yeah, I've heard of The Wicker Man, but I've never actually seen it. Tombstone I've never heard of. I don't know if Cam's heard of or seen either of them.
I've heard of Tombstone and The Wicker Man, but I haven't seen either. So great to add to the list.
Bob, you should watch Ruthless People. It's a comedy of errors by the people that did Airplane and the Naked Gun movies. A greedy businessman plans to murder his wife from hell, but she's kidnapped. Interesting. That sounds insane. That sounds ruthless, as the title alludes.
There you go. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Something that definitely sounds interesting.
Melissa, can you guys sing? Who's the singer out of you two? Well, Cameron is quite the singing connoisseur.
I can't sing, but I will sing all the time. So I don't know I don't know who you would consider the singer, the one that sings more or the one that probably sounds better when they sing. There's a little difference there.
Fun fact, I used to make, I tried to get back into it. I've made music since I was like 19ish. I bought like all the gear for it, so I know how to like mix music. I've mixed and mastered music for people and everything, so it's a side passion that I do once in a while. I haven't released or done anything in a long time, but I can sing with auto-tune and reverb, if that counts, if I use plugins to cover my voice.
Yeah, Isaiah is way more musically inclined, but I definitely will rock out and dance out and sing out at any point in time and have no shame about it. Okay.
Oh, Jonathan, I'd rather them watch the original Christopher Lee Wicker Man, then they can make fun of the Cage movie Drunk even more. That would be interesting. Okay, so it seems like the original, it seems like the one with Nicolas Cage doesn't stand up to the original. So, I guess we'll have to keep it in mind. Per Kayla, 2 words for you guys tonight. Pepto-Bismol. 3 words from Cameron, most likely. He's in pain.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
You have started a riot. You have started an issue for me.
Folsom said Smokey would love to see you watch Sharknado, Cam. I'm telling you guys, Sharknado is where it might be at. Rodney said Smokey and the Bandit 1 and 2. Oh, Cam, your dog's in the movie?
Smokey and the Bandit. What's that? My dog and a raccoon? I don't.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
Jathy Gamer. If you love Denzel, American Gangster, Courage Under Fire. I've heard of American Gangster. I've heard good things about American Gangster. I've never heard of Courage Under Fire though, and I've never seen either. I don't know about Cameron.
I haven't seen either, but I think I've heard a lot of good things about American Gangster. So definitely something to check out. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Smokey and the Bandit. So cool. Maybe we'll check that out. I don't know what it's I don't know what it's about, but yeah, okay.
Let's see. Melissa said Star Wars or Star Trek. I'm a Star Wars personally. I've never seen Star Trek though.
Yeah,
so that's,
I haven't seen much of Star Trek either, and I'm a Star Wars guy. But I feel like if I got into Star Trek, I'd probably like it more. But I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Carolyn said Harlem Nights is a good movie as well. I've heard of Harlem Nights as well, and I've heard good things about Harlem Nights. Never seen it though.
No, me neither. So something to add.
Scott says, have you seen Blues Brothers? I have not. I've actually never even, I don't think I've heard of that movie, Cam.
I've heard of it, never seen it. Definitely something we could react to for sure.
You guys are making this list long as hell.
We're getting into like the last 5 minutes of comments. So we are catching up here.
Julia said you could really test those gag reflexes and get into some Cronenberg.
I've heard of Cronenberg, this man.
I have not.
He makes very crazy movies. I haven't seen any of his movies, I do not believe. But yeah, did he do The Fly? He might have done The Fly. I could be wrong though.
I don't think I've ever seen The Fly.
Yeah, no, me neither. A lot of people want us to watch The Fly, but they think I'm going to react to it like I did The Thing. So I don't know what the fuck that means.
I'm waiting. Oh,
for The Whale too. Yeah, The Whale. I've heard good things about that movie.
Carolyn said the original Omen and the new one are made so closely alike. Both are great. That's all right. Well, geez, then maybe we end up watching the original and then eventually watch the new one.
Got a lot of comments for The Whale. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
There you go.
Charles, hello, gentlemen. First time catching you live. Do you like real life movies or fictional more?
Well, what do you mean? Do you mean like movies based off of something that has happened in real life?
Yeah. Okay. I think it's based on like actual events or like made up events. And that's very, very tough for me because I like his, man, I don't know.
Okay, let me explain this. Let me give my answer real quick.
Okay.
And I'll explain why. I'm gonna say fictional, and I feel like the reason why I'm saying fictional is because there are so many fictional movies compared to like real life movies that they have so much more opportunity to produce all these amazing stories, and they have a little bit more creativity of what they can and can't do because it's not a real story. That being said, 42 and Hacksaw Ridge and the show like Band of Brothers, these are things that are based on real life that are phenomenal projects, better than most fictional movies probably. So I think that I would like argue that probably my favorite movie of all time or top 2 favorite movies of all time would probably be fictional. But that's just probably because there have been so many more opportunities for fictional movies to be like, there's so many fictional movies that the likelihood of that one of them being your favorite is, or my favorite is higher just because there's more of them. But there have been so many great real life movies as well.
Yeah, I would say I kind of agree with Cameron because fictional has a lot more like wiggle room to expand and do something creative. That being said, some of the real life stories that have been turned into film are insane. And the fact that there's someone that experienced these events it's just nuts. And I'm trying to think of, I can't think of the movie. It's about, was it Lone Survivor? I think it's that. Is that a military movie?
With the sniper.
Yeah, like that. Like there's a Lone Survivor. American Sniper is good, but Lone Survivor is. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it has fantastic. Like just the fact that someone had experienced that is insane. So I always find interest in those.
I will say, sorry to cut you off. I will say, I believe that the war movies, I believe that the majority of the real life war movies, like the ones that are based on like the real events or real people, have been better than the fictional ones almost every time. That's what I would say. Like Band of Brothers, Hacksaw Ridge, like American Sniper, things like that have been phenomenal. And fictional war movies are good too. I believe Saving Private Ryan was a fictional movie. That was really good as well. That one would be in competition with the others. But I feel like there have been other war movies that might not have matched the level of some of the real life ones. But yeah.
Okay. Torian said the list has expanded. Check out Missing. It came out in January. I don't want to say too much, but the plot twist in this movie will leave you speechless. All right. Keep it in mind. I like plot twists.
Yeah.
Scott, hey, if you haven't seen it, watch Major League. I feel like I've seen maybe some clips of Major League, but I know I haven't seen the whole movie, but I might be mistaking it. I know I've heard of it, and I think I've seen a little bit of it.
I haven't seen it at all, so something to check out too. Thematic TV movie live stream would be fun. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a Game of Thrones live stream because that's how we started our channel. It's an 8-season show, a lot to talk about. It would be a fun time to have people in there that were there watching us watch the show throughout. But maybe we do it for other things, like maybe we do it for trilogies one day. Like we talk about the Back to the Future trilogy more in depth in a live stream or something. I don't know. But yeah, definitely for like the long running TV shows. Like we'll probably do one for Breaking Bad and stuff like that.
We could talk about Lord of the Rings, Cam, and one of your favorite characters.
What's this one thing? Upcoming action movie Superman 2 theatrical release side by side with Doctor.
With Donner Cut.
Okay, gotcha. You're Richard.
Oh, I see.
Release side by side with Donner. Gotcha. I see. Okay, both of them. Julia says, I can't sing, but I will sing all the time. Fucking mood. Damn straight, Julia. I can't sing, but I will sing all the time.
TLG Screwjob. One thing I've used here in other channels is putting videos at 0.5 speed to trick YouTube somehow into thinking 2 people are watching and make it go out to more people in the algorithm. That's interesting. Oh, how does that work? That's kind of weird.
I wonder if that affects watch time.
Yeah, that's very interesting, huh?
Yeah, interesting. Well, thanks for the support. If that's what you're doing.
Daniel, Def check out In the Line of Fire with Clint Eastwood. It's a great suspense about the Secret Service with a great baddie. Okay. In the Line of Fire. Yeah, we're definitely. I think I actually did I put it on the list?
Yeah, Line of Fire.
Yeah, it's in it. Yep, I did.
Good to hear. Okay, listen, Bob. Okay, I just riffed it. You didn't give me my time to vocal warm up or to be in the perfect position. I didn't know Staying Alive was going to come on, but I hit the high notes. Okay, I did it. So give me a break. All right. Joseph, what are your biggest fears?
All right, Scarecrow. He's trying. Personally, I hate heights and spiders.
I hate being in what biggest fear?
And I'm claustrophobic a little bit.
Yeah, I don't that's a good question. I think honestly, like dying too early. I know that's a kind of a cop-out answer, but my biggest fear is like Smokey not having a home if I don't make it, or I also have a blue and gold macaw Max not having a home or something like that if I don't make it. I don't know, dying early. I don't know, that's a pretty brutal one because you're like heights and spiders, and I'm like death.
I know. I'm like, honestly, I gave like the most generic answers. You're like, honestly, I fear like there's nothing after this. It's like, okay, next one.
I fear the short lifespan of someone in the dark ages. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Okay.
JG, a really great sci-fi comedy is Galaxy Quest. It's a parody of Star Trek. I did see that. I put it on the list. I've never heard of it, but definitely interested to check it out.
Okay.
Rodney said Police Academy movies and Beverly Hills Cop movies. Yeah, I did put Police Academy on here. Beverly Hills Cop, I've heard of those movies, but I've actually never seen any of them. I don't know if Cam has.
No, I don't believe I have, but I think I've seen the show when I was young. I used to watch a black and white. I don't know if I'm thinking Beverly Hills. Maybe it was something else. I know I used to watch Gilligan's Island, I think, when I was younger.
Okay.
And I think of Beverly Hills something, right? At least I knew the theme song for Beverly Hills something, I think. But yeah, okay.
Jason said, "Oh, doing original versus remake series and comparing them with technology from different eras. That would be interesting, actually, watching an original to a remake, like a modern remake, and seeing what we think about it. Would
That could be fun."
Carolyn said, "Ripley's Game is a good John Malkovich movie. I've heard of Ripley's Game. I've heard good things about it, but never seen it. I don't know if Cam, have you ever heard of it?
I think it's about Ripley's Believe It or Not. I haven't seen it, but John Malkovich is a great actor and would be definitely interested to watch it.
Charles, one movie that hits hard with me is Milk, the true life story of Harvey Milk, starring Sean Penn. Really? Okay.
What's funny is I thought that said MLK because I saw the true life.
So did I. I
when
instantly
you
saw
said
it.
Milk,
Yeah.
I was like, "The fuck, bro! You just read the acronym, like, or the initial." But okay, cool, good to know. I have no idea what it's about. I'm guessing Milk, but I could be wrong because the guy's name is Harvey Milk.
Looks like we got a lot of support for The Fly as well.
Yes, a lot.
Everyone's
of people
talking about The
have
Fly.
a barf bag ready. Have y'all seen?
I
Lord of
have.
the Rings? I haven't.
I
And
have
won't
not
because
either.
then we would be dead in 7 days. I know that much.
Oh wow.
Yeah. More love for The Fly.
Yeah. Jason said a great real life based movie is Mask with Cher, the goddess of everything, and Sam Elliott. Yeah, I've never heard of that. We'll have to check it out. We'll definitely look into it. Have you ever heard of that?
No. Definitely have to check it out. Carolyn says not about Ripley's Believe It or Not. Okay, well, I fucked up. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I guess I got it wrong. But thank you for the clarification, Carolyn.
Dave said, wonder if you'd like the Chernobyl miniseries. It made me angry, but still one of the best things I've ever seen. I feel like I heard a lot about this miniseries when it first.
So, fun fact, I've seen Chernobyl. Zay hasn't, and I would love to do the miniseries with him because it's very quick. It's a couple of episodes. It's like 6 episodes, but it's dark. It is very dark. Like, if you guys have seen Chernobyl, like where they have, I don't know how to say without spoiling anything. When a guy has a specific job in a specific town, and that really got my blood boiling watching that. But like, really, there's not much you could do about it. But anyways, I'm trying to be as vague as possible. Anyways, yeah, Chernobyl would be great to watch with you, Zay. I want you to see it. But yeah, it is a dark, dark series.
Okay. TLJ Screwjob. I'd recommend A Bridge Too Far about Operation Market Garden. Oh, okay. Something that if you remember was in Band of Brothers. Yeah. And it has Sean Connery in it. Okay. Yeah. Definitely look into that one then.
Yeah, that would be great. Oh my god.
What was the most embarrassing thing that
Y'all are just like, what's your deepest, darkest fear? What's the most embarrassing thing you have ever done?
My most embarrassing things I've done. I asked the same girl out 4 times. I didn't even ask her. I had a friend ask her out for me and got rejected all 4 times. Yeah, I cringe every time I think about it. Yeah, you do. We had to answer the question.
What can I say that's not gonna get me canceled? That's the first question. It's gonna be a lame answer. I'm trying to think of something like really embarrassing that I've done. When I was practicing magic, when I was being a magician, sometimes when I would fail a magic trick that was embarrassing. But like something that would be like, I remember one time I wanted to play Among Us with Isaiah, and he wouldn't.
Oh, I have the clip too. Oh yeah, I have the clip.
He wouldn't want to play, and I really wanted to play the game. And this was on Twitch, and him and everybody in like Twitch chat told me I needed to beg. So I got on my knees and I was like, "Ooh, woo, can we please play Twitch? Like, or play Among Us?" So that was pretty embarrassing that I had to do that. Because they really milked that. But
yeah, we did. That was great. It's a great clip. Ken, congrats, guys. Please check out Life of Pi. It is visually stunning, very deep, very touching, and thought-provoking. It was nominated for 11 Academy Awards and won 4, including Best Director.
Have you seen it?
I have not, but I saw a lot of it. Like, I've heard of it. Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I've seen it quite a few times growing up. I really connected with the kid throughout the movie, and it is very good, very visually stunning, and good to see you here, Ken. I recognize you from the comments as well. So this would definitely be one that I would love to show you. But I think there was some controversy around it. Like the animators did a really good job, but they like didn't pay them or something. I don't know. I might be getting it wrong, but like I think there's controversy about it.
Interesting. Scott said, "Hey, you guys are so much fun. Love reliving movies with you." Yeah, well, listen, we love to do it, and we're glad that you're enjoying the content and having a blast with us. So thank you for the support.
We are going to try to speed run these because they keep getting longer. So we don't want to be stuck in this endless loop of getting behind. So we're going to speed run these. Okay,
all right,
you ready?
Let's speed run.
I'll do one. You do the other. Spider scared the crap out of me. Zay, you can take care of that one.
Yeah, I know. I hate them all.
Okay,
they need to perish.
The Spiffing Bridge
TLJ
did a video on it, and I've used that 5.3 odd videos. Just look at the Spiffing Bridge in YouTube. It's the first video. Okay, thank you, Screwjob. Good to know. A macaw. Parrots are awesome. Yes, I have a blue and gold macaw. He's wonderful. His name is Max. I got him from a bird sanctuary. He's like 24 years old. He's my age, and I prepared to put him in my will if I have to. But I do love him. He's got a big, great stand. I don't even have a couch in the living room. It's all for him. Chernobyl miniseries is the best I've seen. Yes, it's very good. What inspired you guys to start reacting to movies? Zay, you want to take that one?
Well, really, it was your idea. Cameron wanted to watch Game of Thrones. He wanted to have an archive of my first time watching it, him watching it with me, and he figured, let's record it. Why not? And throw it up on YouTube. And it just eventually snowballed. We started getting so much support, and we found it was fun and interesting, so we kept doing it.
Yep. Yo, what's up, Cam and Zay? Yo, what's up, Alan?
What up, Alan?
Beverly Hillbillies. It probably was Beverly Hillbillies. Beverly Hills Cops went into our Awesome 4 is coming out this year. Good to know. Beverly Hills Cop and the Hillbillies are essentially the same.
Okay.
Probably not. I don't know if that's a joke or not. You want to cover that one?
Yeah, per Kayla. Child's Play 1980 is the best Chucky movie. I was terrified of Chucky as a kid. I actually have never seen any of a full Chucky movie because he scares me.
Yeah, I was terrified of possessed dolls when I was growing up. Okay. What inspired you?
Already answered. Yes, okay, it was a repeat. Felicia, goodness gracious, I stepped away for a little bit. Can't believe you're still able to sit now that the chip has been eaten, sitting in your stomach, marinating in milk. Not me. It's only him.
Well, sometimes it leaves the milk. It's a horrible feeling.
Joseph Hicks, have y'all seen the movie Twister before? Yeah, we talked. Yeah, we haven't seen Twister. So possibly we heard that there's a sequel, Twisters.
Yep.
As well.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Harvey Milk was a pioneer in gay rights. Oh, that's cool. All right. Yeah. So It's not about actual milk. Good to know because I've had enough of that tonight. All right. James Bond franchise would be fun. Yep. We talked about that.
Definitely.
Milk would be a great to react to in June for Pride. Yeah. Cool. Maybe we do that.
We'll keep
Love you guys. Please review of Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. I've seen that. Have you seen it?
I've seen Full Metal Jacket. Otherwise, that'd be a great reaction.
Okay. The Void is an incredibly underrated horror. The special effects are absolutely insane. Almost all are practical. Okay, well, I haven't seen it. Have you?
No, so we'll have to check it out.
All right. Yep. I guess I was thinking of Beverly Hillbillies.
Okay.
All right. Good to know.
Charles cleared up about Milk. Yep, gay activist, first in state court that's changed the whole nation with it. It sounds like a dope. I would definitely like to watch that. So maybe we'll do it for June or in June for Pride Month, as mentioned.
Yeah. Okay. Kevin Smith movies would be fun. Also cool. We'll have to check that out.
Joseph, y'all are so cool. I love y'all's work on making us watch all of your reactions to any kind of movies. Always trying to make us laugh and sometimes scare us, but that's okay. It is for us all. Well, we're trying our best.
Hey, we're just being us, and we realize our chemistry. We've entertained ourselves the way that you guys are being entertained now, all throughout since we met each other. And we felt like, hey, maybe people will like this too. Obviously our goal was just to have a database, but if somebody came and saw our chemistry, we definitely felt like that would be palpable and people would see it. So glad you guys do.
Ken Woods, congrats guys. I'd love to see a reaction to the original Planet of the Apes released in 1968. I think I've seen that, but I cannot get, I know I've seen the more recent one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen the actual, I don't think I've seen the older ones.
When I was practicing magic is a fabulous opening liner.
Handmaid's Tale. I die watching you react to that. I've heard of that, but I've never actually seen it. Cam, have you?
No. Phil's complimenting your Riz here.
It was 0 Riz. I got rejected 4 times.
Leave me being on his knees. Okay, Phil, that's enough from you. What's your favorite party game? Do you have one? Like a favorite party? Well, Uno. We've been playing a lot of Uno.
Yeah, we play a lot of Uno. Like we're old men,
yeah.
Apparently.
I like chess. I grew up on chess. It's not a party game, but that's how much I like it. Okay.
Carolyn, you guys kill me.
Thank you. Great question, Melissa. Yeah, you all are so fun to watch. Thank you. Welcome to Whoop Whoop is quirky and entertaining.
Whoop Whoop.
Okay.
Good to know. All right. And real quick, Melissa, unless you're talking about if you're talking about like a party game, like going out party, then beer pong is like my go-to. But
Gotcha.
just
Are you putting in welcome to Woo Wop? Woo Woo?
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it. You can keep going. Y'all should do a.
You got it.
No, take it away.
You have it. You started it. You can finish.
Joseph said y'all should try to do a try not to laugh challenge video someday. That would be funny and for us to all enjoy. I would do it. I think that'd be fun to do. So maybe
try to like do it for like a movie where like we make a I don't know, we figure something out. We can't laugh throughout a full comedy, and if we do laugh, we lose something. But yeah, that could be fun.
A limb.
Give say Sharknado, or he releases the begging video. Fuck. I've put myself between a rock and a hard place here.
Oh, yes,
I'll have to think about what we're going to do there. I might think about it for a long time, possibly hundreds of years. Okay. My husband nailed his roommate's Chucky doll to the wall because it scared him. That would
scare me more. It's nailed to the wall. I'd be like, all right. If I came in and saw it nailed.
Just okay, we'll compromise with snakes on the plane. I don't know. That's a Sam Jackson movie. All those motherfuckers saying I haven't seen it, but definitely something to consider.
Joseph, have you guys ever seen the movie The Mummy Returns before? I have seen the first Mummy. I don't think I've seen Mummy Returns, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know for sure if I have. I've seen The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, I think, but I don't know if I've seen The Mummy Returns.
What about Scott? What about Killer Clowns from Outer Space? I've heard of that movie, but I've never actually seen it. Cam, have you?
No, but it sounds insane.
Scott said Crimson Tide is a great submarine flick, better than Red October. Have you seen either of those?
No, but
Red
I've heard Red
or Crimson Tide?
I've heard Red October is really good. So
yeah, I've heard of Red October. So Crimson Tide might be better. Let's see.
Jacky's trying to scare me with days of the week because of our Shining reaction.
Bob said Eureka was a good series that was on the Sci-Fi Channel, ran for 5 seasons. It's about an average sheriff guy that stumbled on a secret government town populated by geniuses. Sci-fi drama comedy. Interesting. Okay. I'll write it down. We'll keep it in our notes for a possible, maybe future reaction.
Okay.
Scott, dolls, clowns, and evil money too scary. Or evil monkeys? Is it evil monies?
I don't know.
Well,
you don't want that dollar bill talking to
you.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. If I saw a dollar bill start speaking to me, I might pass out.
Okay. Joseph Hicks says, what's the scariest movie you guys have ever seen? The Strangers. I think I was the most terrified for the movie The Strangers, the original one, I think, than any other movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would say I can't remember which Insidious it was, but The Woman in Black when I was younger really like had a hold on me for a long time. I did not like that movie.
Phil says y'all fight like a married couple. Well, I don't know.
That's what happens when you're with each other talking 24/7. It just happens.
Imagine playing chess drunk. Oh my gosh. Been there, done that. Pretty good. It was fun. Rocky was my favorite. Watching you both. Haha. Yeah, that was That's
a very popular one, yeah.
Mummy kind of fell off as a series. Yeah, apparently they wanted to do a whole universe of like monster movies, but it didn't work out. And I think Mummy was like supposed to be the first. Drunk chess is a party game. Okay, good to know. Spaceballs would be good. React. Zay, I know you said you've seen it. I might have seen it. I don't remember, but we can get someone else who hasn't seen it if we definitely want to do it.
For sure. Charles, Chucky doll is based 100% off the Boys 80s doll, My Buddy. It was based off a real thing? That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Jonathan, Crimson Tide is better than Red October, but both are good. Well, then maybe we do Red October and then eventually do Crimson Tide, or maybe we just do Crimson Tide. Sounds like Crimson Tide's very popular, more than Red October.
Well, we'll have to see. My Buddy doll was creepy as fuck. That's why they made a horror movie about it, I guess. Aren't they making a new Strangers movie? I think they already did. They might be making another one. I don't know for sure. I have my Buddy doll on my bed next to an Exorcist doll. Wonderful, Jason. All right, guys.
What? That's insane.
We are going to end it there. Before any more comments come in, you guys can leave a comment down below on the video if you want, and we'll check those out as well. One more. The Lost Boys horror movie. I've heard about that. Definitely something that we could check out. I know, Zay, I don't think you've seen it. I've not seen it. Okay, great. Thank you guys again so much for being here. It means so much.
Thank you.
To get to this level that we're at right now, 10,000 subscribers is unbelievable. All you guys put in great questions. We hope you enjoyed our answers. Great support, amazing support. Thank you guys so much. Unbelievable. All the super chats. seriously
Unreal.
unnecessary, but in the best way possible. Thank you so much. Unreal. Cannot believe that kind of support that you guys showed. And yeah, it was never asked for. And I hope we responded to your super chats to your liking. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for being here. Zay, any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Man, just once again, the love and support is just so overwhelming, guys, and can't say it enough. We appreciate it so much. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate everyone just even popping in. This was a blast. 3-hour live stream. We had a good time, and until we figure out the next live stream, I can't wait. We guys going to keep pumping reaction content out for you guys, and just stay tuned for the next one.
Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that chip challenge. We'll try to think of something else for the next time. If you guys like the live stream, make sure you try to tune in for the Game of Thrones one that we have coming up. Yeah, and if you want to see more of us than just our reactions, you can check out our full-length reactions on Patreon. And we have John saying good night to us, and Tina, Smokey, and Max. Good night, John.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody else in the chat. Hopefully you guys had a good time, and hopefully you guys have a great night. That being said, we'll see you on the next one, whatever it is, and peace.
Peace.